Hey, yeah. Yeah, hey, giving it all. Hey, yeah, I'm giving it all I could give. Run up and taking my pick, then bringing it back to the crib. Yeah, you know how I go. We finding the gold, the deeper we dig. So we just keep digging till we finally get it. Like fuck it, I'll sleep when I'm dead. Yeah, I gave you my word, don't break it for no one. You know I'ma keep what I said. Ready for war, I've been deep in the trance. Been jumping since I had them squeaks in the bed. Ice in my body, I'm cold under pressure. Recovered like I had no heat in the vents. Shooting, I don't have a conscience, too much to accomplish. You know I can't leave it to chance. Yeah, throw it in the bag. Throw some dots, I'm Jackson Dart. I'm out of pocket playing tag. Catch me if you can, empty out the mag. Took the lead, I run the track, and I'm never looking back. Going for the moment, always rolling with the punches. Find a way to see through the ceiling, put above us. Smoke is in the air, keep it heavy in abundance. When the dust settles, let's see who remains. Show up for the moment, always rolling with the punches. Find a way to see through the ceiling, put above us. Smoke is in the air, keep it heavy in abundance. When the dust settles, will you be the same? 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 When the dust settles, let's see who remains. I'm giving it all I could give. Run up and taking my pick, then bringing it back to the crib. Yeah. You know how I go, we finding the gold, the deeper we dig. So we just keep digging till we finally get it. Like fuck it, I'll sleep when I'm dead. I keep those around me I trust, only the family, not much to discuss. Ashes to ashes, we brush off the dust. Fuck what they say, get the fuck on my nuts. They me the villain, fuck it, I'm the villain. I'm waiting at dusk, a bag in the trunk. Cover my face like I'm hushed, you know they not fucking with us. Show up for the moment, always rolling with the punches. Find a way to see through the ceiling, put above us. Smoke is in the air, keep it heavy in abundance. When the dust settles, let's see who remains. Show up for the moment, always rolling with the punches. Find a way to see through the ceiling, put above us. Smoke is in the air, keep it heavy in abundance. When the dust settles, will you be the same? 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 When the dust settles, let's see who remains.
Yo, what's up? Happy Friday. Happy Friday, fellas. Sorry, I literally just got down like scarfing down a fillet of salmon with some green beans, trying to like get some food in me at some point today. I've just gone from like one thing to the next thing to the next thing. I've had like no time to do anything today. So if we're a little out of sorts tonight, that's why. Anyway, what's going on? Hope everybody has had a good week. We're gonna get into the earnings call stuff tonight because there's some stuff that isn't being talked about, believe it or not, and I want to cover it. We may even look at some screenshots or revisit the let's turn this down a little bit, or revisit the wish list that we were working on. Either way, we'll do a few hours tonight, probably at least 4 hours, maybe 5. We'll see how it's going. Fappy Friday. All right, let me do some shouts. I think Pickle was first. Yep, he's back. He's back in true form. Pickle was first. T Burton is here. I'm gonna go through. Chat's not crazy yet, so I think I can hit everybody. T Burt's here. Blind Fury, what's up, brother? I talked to you earlier today. I can't believe you're still awake. It blows my mind. Machiavelli's here. Isaac Blackburn drums. Josiah Rowley. King 23 Breezy. Primitive. Ragnarok. Mr. Sister Fister. Casey Soko. Generic Jerry. Who else we got? Angry Cat's here. Aiton. Or Eaton. I always forget how to say that. Clockwork Orange is here. What's good? What's good? Hooligan is here. Brett02. 3 6s. Let's see. ST7 Gold Trident. Spizike Spiegel. What's good, buddy? Yanis is here. What's up, Yanis? Welcome. Man, you're early. Gun Show. Bryce Hernandez. Christopher Rollin. Baboonified. Gun Show. I think I just said Gun Show. Joel M619. CEM 6730. Daniel WNE. Peculiar Crowns. Mustang. Oh, it jumped on me. Emily AU says, I donated, Sav. Life can be so unfair. Thank you. That was really nice of you. For the record, she's not talking about donating to me. I made a community post earlier today. I came across this like just absolutely heartbreaking YouTube short about a Marine that had, been in Afghanistan in 2008, and I have friends that were in Afghanistan in 2008. And he lost a bunch of friends, like 20 or 25 of his friends that, he fought with. And then he comes back home, starts a family, has a little girl, and then his little girl is diagnosed with cancer at the age of 5, and she's losing the battle. So I posted that community post, not for any clout or anything, but purely to try and weaponize whatever community or platform I have and see if, there's a bunch of you out there that could go and donate and support this individual, because I have kids, and the thought of that is just absolutely just destroying. So, yeah, it really struck a chord with me. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. I also put it up on Discord. So that's what Emily's talking about. Thank you, Emily, for donating. I really appreciate that. I know that they do. It's going to help them out quite a bit. So, ST7, I said that already. Let's see. Casualty, Tenga Tapa 1, 320 MN. Amir. Let's see. Worst by far is here. What's good, brother? That man is responsible for probably about half the green names in this stream right now. So welcome. You're always welcome here. I think I got everybody. If I didn't say your name, I'm sorry. WYD Phoenix. It's not anybody that I know, Phoenix, but it's somebody that needs some help and some prayers if you got them. So anyway, November 19, baby, says GTA 6 2025. That's right. We're going to get into all that good stuff. Greetings from Germany, says Daniel. Welcome. I'm here. Sav, what's good, bro? Ireland. Colm McGrady. That is Irish of a name if I've ever heard one. I'm actually pretty Irish myself, brother. I don't want to tell you what my last name is, but you would be like, oh, yeah, for sure. But that's as much as y'all are getting. And there's a lot of people that are like, oh, kiss me, I'm Irish on St. Paddy's Day and all that stuff. But now my great grandfather lived in Dublin, so I'm like, 1 or 2 generations removed from that. Slay the Kid says, my birthday's October 21st. GTA 6 is like a late birthday present. Yeah, like a whole month late birthday present, but hell, I'd take it. So I just posted a video tonight that's going to kind of, it condenses all the information that we're going to kind of talk about. So when you get a chance, go watch it. If you want to go watch it now and come back, that's totally fine. You're probably not going to miss anything from the first 10, 15 minutes of this, but we're just going to kind of hang out, talk a little bit. There's some news floating around. Well, maybe not news. Well, yes. Okay, so the Xbox Store has made a post saying to wish list GTA 6. Now that's legit. It's very real. It's actually it's happened. And that to me is like further back end confirmation that it's not getting delayed again, and they want you to go ahead and start wish listing stuff. So, but there's all kinds of weird stuff going on. There's fake bullshit flying around, usually coming from the same handful of Twitter accounts, and then there's a lot of other stuff going Oh, here's something that GameRoll posted on Twitter. Here, I guess I can... I just don't like pulling up Twitter on my screen because you never know what's going to pop up, and I don't want to get in trouble from YouTube. So I'm just going to read it. GameRoll posted this one. It's a quote. He said, I somehow missed this quote from Strauss-Zelnick earlier, but this is exactly what I meant in this other tweet. These levels of confidence that we've never seen... These are levels of confidence that we've never seen Take-Two or Rockstar exhibit before. God, I can't talk right now. This isn't vague. We feel really good about it. Statement like Strauss has said in past dates. It's a promise with wording that leaves zero room for any doubt or something for him to fall back on in the future. And if you watch my video that I just posted, you know exactly what I'm talking about. He says, this is from the article. With regards to the numerous GTA 6 rumors that have been going around in recent weeks regarding pre-orders opening for the game, pricing, and even potential for the game being delayed again, Zelnick said, quote, I think reiterating November 19th as is a launch day is probably a positive. I think we've been really clear that we're releasing the title on November 19th. You guys, this is a CEO of a multi-billion-dollar company. He's a billionaire himself, by the way, if you don't know. And Strauss-Zelnick is, his reputation is something that is very important to him, which is why he is always so cautious about what he says and what he has said in the past. If you go back and look at all the interviews he did 6 months back and further, it's all very coy. It's all very, oh yeah, we feel really good about the window, or oh yeah, we it's likely this or likely that, or this window or that window or summer market, whatever. You know what I'm talking about. But he's gotten really specific, and he said it in the video that I just did. I went back and I counted the last month or two. He's said November 19th and doubled down on it somewhere between 10 and 12 different times. I mean, he's sticking his neck out there. I don't think he would do that if Take-Two felt like Rockstar was wishy-washy on their delivery date. So Yana says, I'm kind of thankful Strauss said that we're not getting anything for the next few weeks to get a break from all the speculation. It's tiring over time. Did he say that? I must have missed that because I didn't I haven't seen that anywhere. What's up, Script? What's up, Lil Juicy? Tyler says, do you think Red Dead Redemption 2 was too realistic? No. If so, do you think GTA 6, I'm assuming, will be the same? Hype for this release either way. I don't think Red Dead Redemption 2 was too realistic. I don't think it wasn't realistic enough or anything. I just don't think it was too realistic. I think if they continue down that path and they keep making it more and more realistic, eventually there's going to come a point where maybe we need to reel in just a little bit, but I don't think we're there yet. Halfway Nuts with the $4.99 says, imagine there's no trailer 3 because GTA 6 won't run at 30 FPS reliably on PS5 Pro. They'd never tell us that. Yeah, but I doubt that would happen, man. You have to keep in mind that they're actively building models of this game and testing it on the developer consoles. So that's not at all a concern of mine. But thank you so much for the $4.99. I appreciate it. Yenna says, in the Bloomberg interview that came out with the earnings call. Really? I don't have a Bloomberg account anymore because I closed it. Bloomberg Zelnick interview. Let's see. When was this? Damn it, dude. I'm not gonna. I do not want to this is how they get me. I've probably given Bloomberg several $100s at this point because I signed up for this first month free and $1.99 trial, and then I turn around in 6 months and it's $25 a month or something crazy. That was 2 weeks ago. I'm not seeing this, Yanis. I'm not seeing this at all. Let me look in the news. It's 2 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, 4 days ago. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. I see. Damn it, dude. It's gonna get me. I'm gonna have to do it. 56 likes. I appreciate you guys. I'll update that here in just a second. I'm gonna do it. Damn it, dude. I really don't want to do this, but I've got to be able to see this article. Ah, crap. Yeah, I'm not spending $40 so I can read this article. If you have Bloomberg, Yanis, and you're in my Discord, will you post a screenshot of that so I can look at it? I've already used up my $2 for the first month Bloomberg thing, and I'm not spending $40 to read an article once every 6 months. I wish there was like a copy of this somewhere else. Jerry's, thank you. Yes, don't forget to like the stream, guys. I appreciate it. It really helps a lot. Again, just to reiterate, the only metric that YouTube really cares about during live streams is the like button. If you guys are hitting the like button, YouTube sees that as like, oh, people want to see more of this, so they keep pushing it. Otherwise, they're not going to push it. So likes absolutely make a big difference. Let's see. Let's scroll up here. Can't wait for both trailer 3 and pre-orders. A gameplay trailer is also something that we want as a GTA community. Yes, that's probably going to be like August, September, if I had to guess. Maybe even October. Yanis says, Take-Two's Zelnick on GTA 6 summer marketing. So the next few weeks, I don't think it'll be summertime yet, but when it's summertime, Rockstar expects to start marketing GTA 6. Oh, okay. So that's him kind of saying there's not going to be anything marketing-wise. You know, then there's that whole argument of like, is trailer 3 considered marketing or is it its own separate thing? And I kind of talked about that in the video. I'm not a huge fan of that theory, to me anyway. Maybe you guys feel differently, but like to me, especially like a trailer 3, maybe not a trailer 1, but like a trailer 3, that to me is marketing, because, you know, we're getting close to the launch of the game. You're marketing the game. You know, you wouldn't look at it as like, you wouldn't look at like a movie trailer and say, oh, that's not marketing for the movie. It's 100% marketing for the movie. I think, at least to me, it feels like a little bit of like hopium, or not hopium, but a little bit of copium, that a trailer is not part of marketing. It's more to me that it just feels like you're just really wanting the trailer to come out sooner than that, which is why you feel that way. But I don't know. I mean, you can make an argument for it either way, but that's just kind of my thought anyway. Let's see. Tax write. What's a tax write-off? What did I miss? Oh yeah. Oh, you're saying the Bloomberg thing? Yeah, it is a tax write-off, but it doesn't help my income and bottom line right now. Dude, $40 a month adds up, especially when you have as many subscriptions as I have for like all the editing software and stuff I need. It's wild, dude. It'd blow your mind if you guys knew how much money a month I was just spending on this stuff. Crazy how the Take-Two stock dropped like that after shooting up yesterday. I didn't see a drop. Let's look at that. Guys, I'm a little bit behind on the news. I actually had to like go work my IRL job today, and that's why my video about the earnings call is getting up so late, because I couldn't work on it until like, so we streamed the earnings call yesterday, and because I'd been spending so much time at work or doing YouTube, I decided to take the night off and like spend time with my wife. And then this morning I had to get up and go to work, and I worked until probably 5 o'clock this evening, and I got home, and from 5 o'clock to like literally 45 minutes ago, I was working on that video, and then I dumped it on the internet and started streaming, and I had like maybe 5 minutes to scarf down a plate full of food in between. So I'm just, like I said, I'm going from like one thing to the next. Let's see. Crazy how read that. Savvy, imagine there'd be a physical midnight release for GTA 6. Yes, I think there will be. Yeah, I'm confident there will be. I went to the one, GTA 5 one in UK in 2013. It was great memories. Yeah, so my only, like, if I wasn't a content creator, as a 35-year-old dude, I would go to the midnight release. The only reason I'm even hesitant to maybe not go to the midnight release is because I want to be able to, like, play the game right at midnight. And I don't want to have to factor in, like, the wait in line, the drive home, You know, and then there's like the, you know, if anybody lives near me and they happen to watch my content and then they like see me standing in line, that could be awkward. I don't know how to deal with that yet. I still haven't been recognized in public, thank God. Let's see. Saw your website, man. It's a bit broken on iPhone. Not sure if you noticed. You probably need to custom code it, man. I do custom code for massive companies around UK and Ireland, like Jaguar, Land Rover, etc. Oh, that's really cool, Colm. I have a good buddy of mine that is working on the website right now. We are doing the best we can to optimize it. So one of the things that we just went through is it's actually a lot better on mobile than it was, but it's still not perfect yet. We can only do so much at a time. But if you want to send me a message, I'd be happy to talk to you about, you know, possible development and stuff like that. So, just add me on Discord. In response to that super chat, let's be honest, both PS5 and PS5 Pro will be able to run it at 60 FPS through optimization. I don't know if that's being honest or hopeful, Slip Freak. I think we need to realistically expect 30 FPS on both and hope for 60 FPS on the Pro. And the main reason for that, it doesn't have anything to do so much with like what the PS5 Pro is capable of doing, because I think both consoles are capable of probably pushing this game at 60 FPS. But if they started off at 60 FPS, then they can't sell you the 60 FPS version down the road, or you know, I don't know, or I don't know, or like the update or whatever it is. But to me, that I don't know. We'll see. Black Apple Gallery says GTA 6 will 100% leak, whether it's a week or a day before release. Someone going to break the rules. It's literally a lock. 1,000,000%. I mean, I don't know. I hope not. And I'm saying that as a content creator that'll make content if it does happen, but I hope not. I don't want the game to be ruined for people, you know? Nothing ever happens. TGG quote. There'll be fidelity, performance, RT, and performance graphics settings. Yeah, on the Pro, and I'm sure at some point, you know, they'll release a version of the game that allows us to, like, you know, upgrade it and make it look nicer. I just don't know. I don't know. Right now, I mean, with them being 18 months behind in development, I don't know what the cause for that is. But I wouldn't be surprised if it rolls out at 30. Jero Known says, hey, Sad, love your content and 6Hub. Any thoughts on if we can read into some of Take-Two's financial stuff to determine when they expect pre-orders to open? I mean, besides, like, looking at what they gave us on the earnings call, it's kind of hard to, like, look into their stuff because, you know, they keep everything kind of locked down. You know, you can, like, kind of guess, and based on some of the stuff that they've said, you know, it wouldn't surprise me if that happened sometime in June, but, you know, we were pretty early hoping for something to happen in May. It just, like, with everything that was kind of going on behind the scenes, and then that email thing that happened, it was just like, whoa, maybe they are doing something, you know? Trailer 3 definitely seems like marketing to me. I'm with you, Donald. It just, I don't know. It's hard for me to hear somebody say trailers aren't marketing. Like, I come from a sales and marketing background, and that to me is just, like, boring, you know? Yenna says, yeah, I'm with you. I don't think Strauss would be that specific about real marketing or trailers. Yeah, I don't know, maybe not. Let me scroll down a little bit. We've got a dono from Spooky SA with the $9.99. Appreciate you, brother. Banana gift for the one time. What up, Devontae? I appreciate you, brother. We'll give you a banana dance for that. Baboonified says, is it true you can get rid of hemorrhoids with vinegar? I don't give out medical advice, but that sounds painful. So I would maybe Google that first before you try it. Primitive says, Trailer 3 for sure is marketing, especially because of pre-orders along with it. I mean, that's kind of how I feel, but I'm not, you know, I'm not alone in that, but, you know, I don't think I'm in the majority opinion with that either, so. So many gamers watch the earnings call, even on other channels. Oh, I know, yeah. There were hundreds of thousands of people that have been caught up on the earnings call now, but watching it live, there's probably close to 20, 30,000 people. My cat is watching with me. Well, tell your cat I said hello. vlog yourself in line for the game. In my opinion, the preservation of these moments and being in line might be fun to look back on later, but that's just me, just my opinion. That's honestly not a bad idea. I would just, again, it's like, you know, I don't think I'm gonna get like recognized walking into a grocery store or anything like that, but like in line waiting for Grand Theft Auto 6, you know what I mean? Like there may be somebody in that line who's like, hey, that's Sav, you know what I mean? And then it's like, I don't know. I kind of want to avoid that. Daniel, have you watched Dexter, Sav? If yes, do you have a wish for a reference in GTA 6 like me? I haven't watched Dexter, so I can't really touch on that, sorry. But I know that a lot of you guys have, and that's come up quite a bit. Sold my PS5 and bought the Pro in hopes for 60 FPS. I got it right before Sony bumped the prices. I got mine too right before Sony bumped the prices. Mine was kind of like also a birthday gift. Tax write-off birthday gift, which is kind of cool, I guess. But yeah, so I got mine literally like the week before they announced that, which is kind of wild. What's up, Wasby? I'm gonna scroll down a little bit. I don't want to fall too far behind here. 60 FPS is standard for modern gaming. 30 FPS will just be for full fidelity graphics mode. I'm curious, Slip Freak, are you a console main, or are you more of a PC guy? Because you sound like you're a PC guy, because I'm a PC guy, and those are the conversations I have with other PC guys, but console guys don't typically talk like that. People say Rockstar still has trailer 2 with the May 26th release date pinned on their page somewhere, and Razdari said he'd bet money on a Tuesday trailer. Maybe Rockstar updates their page on the 26th. Maybe. I mean, maybe. The point that Yanis made earlier is that Strauss Zelnick said, you know, summer doesn't start for a few more weeks. And that was kind of him hinting that nothing would be coming. But if trailer 3 is indeed separate from the marketing discussion that he's having, I mean, May 26th sounds great. And I kind of made a little joke in the video I dropped today about, you know, how Rockstar doesn't love its fans like most developers should love their fans. And the people that like support them and talk about their content all the time, and you know, the diehards, you know, we're kind of, I feel a little taken for granted as a fan, not a content creator, you know. But as a fan, I feel like, man, they could care less about what we want or how long it's been since they've told us something. You know, I get the whole silence is marketing and all that stuff, but they don't have to do that. What is it like? Make it, you know, 1% better, 2% better for their bottom line, if that, maybe, you know, I don't know. Matt Shea, yeah, 18 months behind. I mean, like, from the original launch date was fall of 2025, and now we're getting it in, well, no, it was was it summer of 2025, and then fall, and then I can't remember exactly. What was the original? Was the original, dude, I'm drawing a blank now. GTA 6 launch date. Yeah, the originally target for release in fall of 2025 and later delayed in May 2026. So the 18 months thing is coming from a Strauss interview that he did just a few days ago, maybe a week ago, where he said they were about 18 months behind in development. But you know, they're probably squeezing a lot more into that final push or whatever, or maybe sacrificing some stuff, or maybe they just wanted the game to be finished like a year before launch or something, and instead they'll be done 6 months before launch. I don't know exactly, but that's what he said. The PS5 CPU will limit it to 30 FPS. The Pro CPU is slightly better, and the PSSR is an AI graphics upscaler. Betting on 60 FPS is the losing bet. That sounds like a man that knows what he's talking about. I'm gonna have to hit you with the whole what he said. I'm not a console guy, fellas. I'm not. I'm a PC gamer by heart. My last console before I had to go out and buy this PlayStation was an Xbox. I was an Xbox gamer from like whenever the Xbox 360 came out to, you know, whenever I bought my first PC. Hear me out. What if Jason is Tommy Vercetti's son? Doubtful. Machiavelli says, I could imagine Trailer 3 dropping on the 26th as the start of marketing, but we don't actually get the rest until sometime in June, sort of in theme with Rockstar anyway. Yeah, I mean, that's possible. I'm just like, I don't know how I feel about the whole, like, again, the marketing versus trailer versus marketing conversation. I guess we'll find out soon. Okay, let me go ahead and update these likes before Jerry kills me. Interact. We're up to 90. All right. It was May of 2025. Was it? It got delayed to May of 2026. It was originally targeted for release in fall of 2025. They may have like wanted to release it in May at first of 2025, and then they realized they weren't going to hit that, so they decided to make the launch date fall of 2025, and then they realized they weren't going to hit that, bumped it to May of 2026, and then realized they weren't going to hit that, and then bumped it to November of 2026. That may have actually been what happened. Yo, what's up, Toon by Jay? So just thought for 6, hear me out. We go to the drive-thrus for food and snacks. LOL, Cluckenbell. That could be cool. That'd be a brand new mechanic that would be interesting for them to implement. What are your thoughts on Rockstar using the World Cup for marketing? I don't think they need to, but the whole world will watch anyway. When is the World Cup? I don't follow soccer, or football, as some people call it. I don't follow it. When is that? So how are you gonna play GTA? I have a PlayStation 5 Pro now, so that's what I'll play GTA 6 on. Unfortunately. We're not gonna go there tonight. We're not doing it. We're not doing it. 96 likes. Let's go. Appreciate you guys. See if we can hit I've got a goal of, let's see, what is my goal? 500. Let's see if we can hit 500. The last Friday we like blew through that. We were up to, shoot, we hit like 600 and something, I think, before the stream ended, because I think I was like, well, let's see if we could hit 700, and we got close. We got like 640 or something like that. That watch is like making my wrist itch. Okay. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about what, Beaks? Corey T says, I think we get a leaked screenshot soon. Just my thoughts. Are you about to leak a screenshot? Do you work for Rockstar? Is your dad a janitor at Rockstar North? Starts on the 11th of June. What, summer? Summer here in the US starts on the 20th of June. And I think they're basing, when Take-Two, which is an American company, says summer marketing, they probably mean like American summer, which is June 20th. Can't read that comment. It's funny, but I can't read it. Hooligan says, Sav, do you or do you not want boats as safe houses? I would love boats as safe houses. I would love like a yacht that you could drive around the map and park wherever you want, and you can drop anchor, and like that's your safe house. That would be amazing. Yeah, I don't know why my wrist is itching so bad. I put on that watch, and it's just like, I don't know what is going on. How's it going, Sav? It's going good, Meeks. It's going good. Let's talk about how close we are to GTA. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing, bro. Where you been? 116 likes. Thank you. Thank you for updating me. I appreciate it. And thank you guys for liking the stream. That really helps a lot. Thank you. Does November 19th have any other significance besides being near the holidays? May 26th made sense with Ray Liotta and Bonnie and Clyde down on the weekend. That was just coincidence. I don't think they meant to do that. I don't think that was, I don't think they were thinking about Ray Liotta or Bonnie and Clyde when they set that date of May 26th. You got to understand that all the decisions that they make as far as launch heavily revolves around how can they make the most amount of money. And there's actually a decent case to be made that when they did that 6-month delay to May from fall, of 2025 to May of 2026, they probably knew that they were going to bump it to fall of 2026, but they didn't want to hit everybody with a 12-month delay. So they figured maybe we'll do a 6-month delay now and then another 6-month delay down the road, but that is purely me just guessing and speculating. There's no evidence to support that whatsoever. It's just like, I don't know. Like when you're going to launch a game, like you're going to make way more money in the fall window than you would in the summer window, you know, because people are traveling, they're out of town, they're spending money on vacations, that kind of stuff. In the fall, a lot of people are off work more. They're going to be at home playing the game. They're going to be buying the game as gifts for people. You know what I mean? It just makes more sense for it to be in the fall. If you wash your wrist, it won't itch. What do you... I do wash my wrist every day. I just washed my hands like not even 10 minutes ago, or like 10 minutes before the stream started when I was making my food. Are you saying now that it is itching? I don't know. I heard they're going to put something out in the World Cup. Where'd you hear that, Kyle Graham? Just rumor? Horizon Blue Official. I meant the World Cup will start on the 11th of June. Oh, okay. They might wait until the final has been played and then start with marketing, which would mean early July. That's fair. That's interesting. I didn't realize that the World Cup was in June. That's interesting. I'll have to think about that. I'll have to look into that and figure out, like, you know, Rockstar has Take-Two has a big budget for marketing, but they also realize they don't have to spend an absolute ton of money to market this game. So I can see them looking at the World Cup like, I mean, would a lot of people see it? Yeah. But are a lot of people going to see it if we just post a trailer on YouTube? Yeah. You know what I mean? So, like, is it really worth spending all that money for a primetime spot? You know what I mean? I don't know. Just playing devil's advocate. Sorry I'm late at work. Oh, no worries, Meeks. Rocky's Vet says there's a milkman disguised as live streamers leaving empty milk bottles at the front door. FAFO. Ask Game Informers and Mr. Boss for the loss. What? Oh, there's a lot of milkmen disguised as live streamers leaving empty milk bottles at the front door. I guess I don't really understand that reference. Maybe I'm just too stupid for it. Fun with public access. Rob is in the chat. Welcome back, Rob. Thank you for being a member for 4 months and supporting the channel. November 19th, the first day Bonnie smashed Clyde. That's funny. There you go. There's the reference. There's the Bonnie and Clyde reference. Baboonified is asking if I've ever had Botox. No, dude. No. Do I look like a guy that would get Botox? Let's see. $5 months away. That's right. 5 months and about 3 weeks away, guys. This is the closest we've ever been. We have 26 Whiskey Wednesdays left. 180 days. Tomorrow will be 179 days. And there was something I thought I saw somewhere around 177 days. Rockstar dropped something or whatever. That could be interesting. That's right around the May 26 window. Sav, since Sony has the marketing rights to GTA 6, how do you feel about the state of play being where they reveal the console bundles? I don't know. So, I suppose it's possible, but if we haven't had Trailer 3 by the time the State of Play rolls around, I don't see the State of Play featuring Grand Theft Auto 6 in any way. And there are people out there that are like, oh, what about, Grand Theft Auto 6, Trailer 3 dropping at the State of Play? That's not going to happen. It's never happened. Like, never. Even back when, like, E3 was a big thing, for those of you that are old enough to remember. Rockstar still was like, nah, we're good. We'll do it on our own, Meanwhile, like Call of Duty and Battlefield, like all these big, you know, games were taking advantage of E3 to try and get their promotional stuff out there. Rockstar just doesn't need it. They don't need it. Plus, you know, when you involve yourself in like big events like that, a lot of people have to know ahead of time, and that's a lot of opportunities for stuff to leak, and that's another reason Rockstar doesn't do it. We'll see. I mean, I'm not ruling it out, you know, console bundles at State of Play, but I wouldn't bank on it. Thank you, Jerry. Moose Gaming, what's up, brother? Thank you, Chencho, for the what was that? Where'd it go? Flow State. Thank you for the 200 jewels. I appreciate it, brother. I'm still trying to figure out the jewels and stuff, but I really appreciate that. Thank you. All right, let me scroll down a little bit here. Sav, what's up, bro? What's up, Robin Noodles? How you doing? Corey T says, to advertise at the World Cup costs $1 million for 30 seconds, so I doubt a major advertisement placement other than on major games. Well, I mean, you're also talking about a multi-billion-dollar company, so $1 million, you know, they're making, like, let's see, last year I think they made about $500 million on GTA Online. What does that come out to? Let me pull up my calculator here. $500 million divided by 12 months. Yeah, they're making $41 million a month just from GTA Online. So I don't think $1 million would set them back much. So if that's really all it costs, I could see them buying like 5 ad spots during the World Cup if they wanted to, you know. By the way, guys, there's a major storm rolling through my area, so if I happen to disappear, that's probably what's going on. I probably just lost power. Cannon, thank you for the 200 jewels, brother. Appreciate you. You don't have to do that. You're already... You, stop giving me money, Cannon. Thank you for the jewels. I appreciate you, brother. Cannon's already like doing so much for Six Hub and the Discord and everything. Like, it makes me uncomfortable when he donates. I don't know what jewels are. YouTube just gave them. Either way, I appreciate it. Let's go ahead and let's do this. I'm gonna go ahead. I think I've got some free memberships to gift. Maybe no, I don't. You've sent all 10 of your free. Never mind. I've used them all. Sorry. Didn't mean to. Oh, shoot. I just lost my chat here. Oh, there it goes. Oh, and I'm sorry. I'm not trying to ignore you guys over on Twitch. I see you commenting over there. Blood Thermic, Goomba Grasper, James Cotton, True Gamer. What's up, guys? I'm not going to use AI viewers. Ashamed Bauto, whatever your name is. I'm not doing that. Twitch is like the neglected child. I'm sorry, Goomba. I'm sorry. I'm still learning to like look at the Twitch chat. So tell you what, I'm like really needing to grow my Twitch channel, and I need like at least 3 or 4 people to like go watch me on Twitch. That way I can get like an average of like 3 or 4 concurrent viewers on Twitch, and then eventually I can hit affiliate and I can stream at like a higher bit rate and all that stuff. So if anybody's willing to do that, let me go ahead and put the Twitch stream on there real quick. Where's the let's see. I'll go ahead and put the Twitch link up for the channel. All right, here we go. All right. There you go. That's the link for Twitch, guys. If any of you want to go watch me on Twitch, it would really help that channel like quite a bit. I'm trying to grow the Twitch channel and turn it into something. So, Daniel, appreciate you. Thank you, Cannon. I appreciate you as well. I'll try to pay more attention to it. Actually, in order to do that, I'm gonna make it a little bit bigger. That way, it's like half and half. There we go. Oh shoot. Oh my gosh, worst by far. Just sent 10 gifted memberships. Let's freaking go, dude. Welcome, guys.
Let's see how you do under pressure. Oh, yeah, I've been wanting this shit forever. I've been in the field with whatever they throw at me. Brush it off, pick myself up, moving on to the better.
Welcome to the sack. Jeremo 666. Oh, I hate that. I hate that. I love you all, but I don't like the 3 6s. The speaker 9137, Giannaku K1K or K1Q, WCLAXYT, Sohail S10. Is that what I think it means? Man. The Stobes, Maxim, Rowan 869, Zay the Great One, Michael Lowry. I am Dustin Belt. Welcome to the sack. You are all gifted memberships courtesy of Worst by Far, which is honestly one of the biggest supporters of this channel, and he's like directly responsible for at least 150 members at this point on the channel. So thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Worst by Far, and this is for you, buddy. Captain Glack, thank you for hopping on Twitch, brother. I appreciate you. RTR Jello, appreciate you. Count Dooku, appreciate you. I am him. Appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Kyle, thank you for the jewels. Thank you. Yo, what's up, Grim? How you doing? Thank you. Thank you, guys. Jerry Love Rice, why not combine the chats? Because I can't see donations pop up in the chat if I combine them. It's just, I end up missing donations, and I would rather miss like a comment here or there than miss any donations. I would just feel like a terrible, shitty person if I started missing donations. So, no TV ads, Strauss said, it's not the approach with this game. I don't know that that's been confirmed anywhere. If it is, that's news to me, and I need you on my, like, you know, news outreach team. Rob said they will run TV ads, but not as many. We'll see. Now we've got a counter argument. You two should debate. Ramen Noodle says, how do you donate money on here? I'd like to start supporting your channel. Well, there's a couple of ways to do it. You can either go down to the bottom of your screen there and click on the little rectangle with the $sign, and it will allow you to either do a super sticker, a super chat, or become a member. Super stickers are cool, but super chat's kind of where it's at because you can make a statement that pops up on the screen and then I can read it and all that stuff. So, but thank you. I appreciate that. It's very, very kind. Very kind. I hope no TV ads. No one watches that shit. What do you have against TV ads? Like, are you the guy that's like sitting there watching TV and all of a sudden like a GTA 6 trailer comes on, and you're like, oh God, turn it off? Is that like, I don't understand how they're so offensive. Solar with Trent says trailer 2 in their pinned Instagram post say March 26th. Why wouldn't they edit those to say November 19th? Because the trailer. Maybe it's just overlooked. I don't know. Maybe they're afraid to do it. I don't. Who knows? Who knows? 10-9 says, hey Sav, how are you today? Stay safe during the storm. If anything does happen, cannot wait for the release and upcoming later pre-order trailer 3 later on. Me too, Teddy. I appreciate you. Welcome to the stream. Down here in the Twitch chat, IMVM says, I love listening to you like podcast while I do other stuff. Well, thank you. I appreciate that you're just listening. Worst by Far says, screw it, I'll watch here too. Let's go. Shockwave Legend in the Twitch chat says, hey Sav, what's up, man? Appreciate you. Wifey's here, fellas. Wifey is here. Blacktop Junkie has entered the chat. Haha, millions of people watch TV. That's exactly right. I don't understand that logic. Unless he thought like ads in the game or something. I don't know where he's coming from with that, but it doesn't make sense to me that you would like reject a TV trailer. It would be like in lieu of something else. It would be in addition to. So Cajun Apex says, really don't think they're going to delay it again. Would be foolish at this point. They're out too far with the date and saying it with investor call, Friday night, whiskey drinking, don't mind me. Well, that explains the broken English. Happy Friday. You know what? I may actually join you here. I need to go get a glass and some ice, but I'll do that in a minute. Unless Mrs. Sav is watching and she wants to bring me a whiskey glass with some ice, that might be cool. But she's been working her ass off today. I don't want to ask her to do that. Upper Robin says 1, 2. Hooligan says, would I be wrong if I stole old people's credit cards and bought everyone a membership? I mean, they kind of cancel each other out. I don't know that cancels anything out, Hooligan. And yes, that would 100% be wrong if you stole anybody's credit card. Even old people, they matter too. Count Dooku says, let's go. Blood Thermic says, they don't want cyberpunk situation. That is true. They don't want a cyberpunk situation. But I don't think they're gonna have that problem. I mean, if they dropped a game like right now, I don't think it would be nearly as bad as Cyberpunk. We got a donation from Bobby Black with the $4.99. Says, boom, I appear once again. Welcome back, Bobby Black. This is the same Bobby that was trying to get me to drink Hennessy, right? If I remember correctly. I still have that bottle sitting up here on my shelf and have not taken a drink of it since. Dayton Combo says, I'm watching while walking the dog. Love watching while multitasking. Well, I appreciate that, Dayton. Happy 2-day weekend, everyone. 2-day weekend. Isn't Monday Memorial Day? This is a 3-day weekend, Upper Robin. Yeah, Dingleberry. Let's see. Hey, Sav, you reckon you'll be able to get your hands on a collector's edition? Much love from Australia. I do reckon that I will have a collector's edition. I will be buying multiple editions of this game. When it's all said and done, I will probably own like 5 or 6 different copies of this game in like 5 years, so. Who else thinks shark cards become gator cards in Leonida? They could, but they could also stay shark cards considering there's like more sharks in Florida than there is off the coast of California, I believe. Oh, she did it. She brought me a glass with ice. Let's go, wifey for the win. 1 sec. All right. Every man should marry a woman that encourages him to drink on a Friday. All right, so we're gonna do today, we're gonna do some Tennessee, or some Jack Daniel's Tennessee Blackberry. This is really, really good. If you're over the age of 21 and you have access to a liquor store and you like whiskey or specifically Jack Daniel's, I'm a huge Jack Daniel's fan. All I drink is like Jack Daniel's for the most part. But this Blackberry is quickly becoming one of my favorites. So, okay, I gotta catch up here on Twitch chat real quick. MVM says bring the man a whiskey. She did. Hey, what's up, Spizike Spiegel? Pickle says I am now Pickle. Is this like Pickle 01 from like the other from YouTube? That's funny. Big W on the dono on YouTube. Oh, did I? Oh, I did. Bobby Black with his $20. Thank you, brother. Says yes, indeed. Now go buy a pack of Cutwater, any flavor. I don't know what that is, but I'll have to look it up. I'll Google it after this. Either way, thank you so much for the $20, dude. I really appreciate that. Let's give you a little banana dance for that action. Chencho says, Sav, you got to try Henny with apple juice cold. I promise. Chencho, I'll try it. I'll try it, but the Hennessy was just not. It didn't do it for me. It almost had like a bitters taste to it, like when you make an old fashioned. It kind of had that weird sort of taste to it, which I didn't care for. That's why I wasn't big on the Hennessy. But either way, thank you, Bobby, for the $20. I will look into Cutwater. I don't know what that is, but I will look. Tuned by Jay says Detective Seeds has been Rockstar silent. Yes, he has. So. I was kind of looking at Detective Seeds there for a minute, like, oh, he might be onto something. I was kind of excited, and then, so we're not going to be using that information from that channel for anything anytime soon. Cheers, fellas. Jerry says, the 26th is Independence Day in my country, and if GTA 6 would have released on the 26th, it would have been a great Independence Day. I would have been happy for you, because I'd be playing GTA 6 as well. So, what's up, Talons? How you doing? Casey Soka says, cheers, gamer wife, and supports Friday drinking. Yes, I know how lucky I am. You don't have to rub it in. Vinewood says, you flavored Jack loving Looney Tune. I can't help it, dude. Like, flavored Jack is where it's at. Mr. Sister with the $2 says, praying Lucia has a sister. Oh my god, dude. With the little, what is that face? Like a shy face? I don't know what that is. How much do you think the collector's edition will be, since the 007 game has 2 editions, one for 200 and one for 300? Does the 007 game have 2 collector's editions, one for 200 and one for 300? What's in the collector's edition for the $200, $300 Bond game? I might have to get that. I'm actually really excited about the Bond game, guys. If you like have any interest in that game, I'm going to be streaming that on my other channel like a lot when that comes out next week. So let me drop down here to Twitch real quick. Since summer doesn't start until the 21st of June, I don't think we'll be getting anything till then, just my opinion. Shockwave, that's absolutely possible. It's very possible that you're correct. I'm kind of done predicting dates myself. I'm just going to live under the expectation that nothing is happening until June 20th, and anything that happens between now and then is a nice little bonus. It's Pickle Dealer. I don't know if there's a Piccolo one. Oh, I'm sorry, Pickle Dealer. Yes, I that's who I meant. I don't know why I was saying Piccolo one. White Russian is the best Cutwater. Is that what a White Russian is? What's your favorite sweet, like pie? What's your favorite sweet, like pie cake or cinnamon rolls? Ooh, that's tough, Cannon. I'm gonna say, like, if we're talking like, are we talking like Little Debbie's, or are we talking like actual like quality baked goods? Because if we're talking quality baked goods, I really like carrot cake. If we're talking about like Little Debbie's, you can't go wrong with a Nutty Bar. Currently watching as I'm playing stale GTA Online. RIP. Appreciate you watching, though. I remember playing 007 on Nintendo 64. Me too. GoldenEye was the shit, man. That's the game I cut my teeth on shooters for the very first time. Loved it. All right, jumping back over to YouTube chat, we've got Nick says, I don't like Henny either, too sweet. It wasn't that it was too sweet to me. It was just kind of, it had a weird taste to it. I didn't really care for it. If y'all tried mixing sodas in the fountain and then putting a shot of whiskey in it, trust. No, I have not tried doing that. I would rather just drink whiskey straight on the rocks. Thomas says, everyone in chat drink some Diet Coke and watch some movies on Netflix. Take a wild pick on what you think the collective edition could be, technically what you want to see. I don't really know. That's the thing. I haven't like put much. I keep getting this question. I need to like sit down and like brainstorm on like what I would want in a collector's edition. I guess it really comes down to like what is really prevalent in the game, like, you know, like gameplay mechanics or whatever. Like I don't know, man. Maybe like a I don't know, something like a steering, like a car, like a muscle car steering wheel that's like mounted to a wall plate that has a little Rockstar logo on it, or a GTA 6 logo or something. That'd be kind of cool. Anything like that, really. I mean, that'd be awesome. Oh shit, we got a couple of donos here I gotta get to. The Match 111 with a $5 donation says surprise GTA 4, surprise trailer GTA 4 or Red Dead Redemption 2 this summer possibly. I don't know about that. Probably neither. But if I had to guess about anything, maybe some Red Dead Redemption 2 stuff. I don't think they're gonna go back and do anything for GTA 4 at this point. They may, but that's probably a ways down the road. Love from Seattle says Poncho Man, appreciate you. I gotta get down to these donos. Oh, we got another one from Bobby Black. Another $19.99 says you still gotta buy the Barben Court 2. I don't know what the barbing cord is. You hit me with this stuff, I don't know what it is, man. But I will look it up. Maybe one of the mods can put that in the chat for me. Can you screenshot that? Barbing cord and then whatever the other one was that he said. Or either that or I'm going to forget. I think I still owe somebody like a pickleback or something too that I still haven't done. So thank you so much, Bobby. I really appreciate that, brother. Let me, gosh, why won't this go away? There we go. Let me heart that. Hit you with one of these. Otterlow says the thing for me is I don't know what I want. I want Rockstar to surprise me with the collector's edition. I'm kind of with you. Like, I don't really have like a thing that I'm like, ooh, that would be really cool. You know what I mean? I'd have to sit down and really think about it. But I think the collector's edition, what's special about collector's editions is like they take something from the game and then like, you know, make it tangible into an item and then give it to you. And I don't know what's going to be in the game that excites me enough to make it a tangible item yet because I haven't played the game. So that's kind of where I'm at. Count Dooku says, no, there's different flavors of Cutwater, Mango, Lemon Drop, Martini, Strawberry, Daiquiri, etc. Bloodthermic says, same. Big W, Dono again on YouTube. Thank you, Count Dooku, for letting me know. Shockwave Legend on Twitch says, do you think the driving will be the same and just a little bit different or completely different? I think it'll be very similar to GTA 5 with a slight nudge towards realism of GTA 4. I don't think they're going to go full GTA 4 on us, but I hope it's a nice blend of the two. I just hope they get away from this like oversimplified, cheesy, silly arcade controls. Bobby Black with another $4.99 says, had to spread the wealth, just got a new higher paying job, had to give back, I'm out for the night from the girl and I. Well, tell your girl I said hi. I don't mean that in any kind of weird way. I don't mean that in a weird way, guys. Like, she used to hang out in the chat too. Like, they would hang out in here as a couple. So tell her I said hi. I hope you guys have a really awesome night. Thank you so much for the donos and have a good rest of your night. There she is, Audrey. Yes, see, I told you. As soon as I said it, I'm like, oh, that could be misinterpreted. Piccolo wants us W Riz. Stop it. That's not what I was doing. I respect your relationship. I'm a married man. I'm happy. We're good. Thank you so much for the donos, Bobby. Appreciate you. You guys go have fun. Audrey says, need to stream where you just try all the drinks we recommended. Maybe we'll do that. Maybe we'll do that on like a Whiskey Wednesday. We'll get Rob in, Wasted Wednesday or something. We'll do that. That would be fun. Maybe Rob could join me for like the last half hour of Whiskey Wednesday while he's suiting up and getting ready for Wasted Wednesday, and then we just roll over into his stream and do that. That could be fun. Big Dick Rock says, I'm thinking we don't get GTA 4 remake until they do the Liberty City map expansion for GTA 6 Online. Well, if they do that, that kind of is the GTA 4 remake, right? Like, I don't know that they go back and remake that game. I don't know. Maybe they do. I think people care more about going back to Liberty City than they care about Nico Bellic, maybe. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. How about a mini Golden Buzzard helicopter? That could be cool. That could be cool. Audrey, thank you for the $4.99. I appreciate you guys. Are you guys turning up tonight? Is that what's going on? You celebrating the new job and tipping it back? Appreciate you. That's a super hot take. What? Caring more about Liberty City than Nico Bellic? MXCA says, will you be doing another roundtable before Trailer 3? Possibly. I'm talking to some people about it. We'll see. Surgeline says, to avoid story spoilers when the game drops, do you think folks will just have to go off grid? I had Red Dead Redemption 2 spoiled and not wanting a repeat. I had Red Dead Redemption 2 spoiled as well. They aren't making Liberty City yet because it'll be in GTA 6, maybe? Maybe, Pickle. Maybe, you might be right. Kem says, Sav, do you think they'll make map expansions with updates? I do. I think we will get a... at the very least, like, we're going to get map expansions. I don't know what form they'll take. I just feel really strongly that they're going to expand on the map. I mean, that was the original plan anyway. So we'll either get like new islands that they drop on the map somewhere, or it's connected to a larger landmass and they just expand that. Either way, I think we're going to get expansions. Alex Acopian with a $5 says, you missed my other $5 chat. Did I? Let me scroll back up. Hold on. Before I do that one, I'm going to go back. What's up, brother? You think there will be Radiant missions similar to Skyrim? Maybe like Radiant robbery missions? I don't like, what are the Radiant? that word is throwing me off. I did play Skyrim. I don't remember what Radiant is in Skyrim. Maybe like Radiant robbery missions. You might have to explain that to me. You don't have to do it in a super chat. You can just send a regular message. I'll look for it. But thank you so much for the $5 before. Thank you so much for the $5 now. Let me read this one. You know what I'm going to do about it? Give you another 5. LOL. Love you, brother. I appreciate that. I try really hard not to miss any. I hearted that, and that's like my way of knowing like I talked about it. I think I hearted that and the other one and started talking about the other one and then didn't. I got to just do it one at a time so I don't miss them. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Yeah, if you could clarify what you mean by Radiant, I'm curious. Audrey with the 199 says we both got new jobs, so yeah, that's awesome. I'm happy for you guys. I'm glad you're having a good time and things are good. Appreciate the donos for sure. Never played GTA 4. I hope they bless us with a port. GTA 4 is a fantastic game. If you own a console or a system that is capable of playing GTA 4, you owe it to yourself and Rockstar to go back and play Grand Theft Auto 4. Mostly yourself. It's a fantastic game. Justin YI4064 says, hey, Sav, first time catching you live. Happy Friday, sir. Happy Friday to you. Welcome to the live stream. Thanks for popping in and saying hello. It's always great to see new people pop up in the chat and say hi, saying they're here for the first time. That always warms my heart. Jerry says, sent check Discord, Sav. Sent what? Oh, you're talking about, yeah, I appreciate you, Jerry. I'll look at that when the stream's over. Jerry Love Rice, if you remember, Sav, last I was here, I was looking for a job and couldn't find one. Got a super nice job in a school district. Now I'm finally able to get that damn PS5 Pro. Let's go, Jerry. I'm happy for you, brother. I'm happy for you. And I'm happy you're back. It's been a while. Welcome back. Let's see. What did I miss here? Make the helicopter like Buckingham Luxor Deluxe, but $10 million helicopter. Will you be creating your own server in GTA 6 online if that's a thing? If it's a thing, yes, I will. We're gonna do. We're gonna have a crew called the Banana Bunch, and I expect all of you to join it. We're gonna rock yellow cars and all kinds of cool stuff. It's gonna be fun. Lazy Gun Guy with the $2 says, "I want to make Lucia eat lots of food." You're gonna make Lucia super fat. Have you guys seen the fat Lucia meme? It's pretty funny. Dakota Pepper says, radioactive for the opening song for trailer 3, Lucia checking out on the prison bus. That's actually really funny. I'm checking out on the prison bus. I know exactly what you're talking about. That's funny. I don't think they'll do that, but that's a good one. Alex with a $5 says procedurally. I told you didn't need to clarify in a super chat, but thank you for another $5. Says procedurally generated, so they repeat nonstop. Oh, yes. Okay, I see what you mean by Radiant. So, like Radiant robbery missions, so you can just like rob the same houses or different houses or whatever, but they're procedurally generated. Yes, I love that idea, actually. I think that's a fantastic idea, and we need to probably add that to the list. We have a running list of wish lists. I need to get back to that. We haven't done that in a while. If you guys want to do that, let me know, and we'll maybe we can take another look at the list, maybe take some stuff off, add some stuff. I think there's some new stuff that I've thought of recently that I would like to add to the list that hasn't made it on there yet. Commander Carnage says, with the Rome thing they are working on, I'd expect GTA Online to work just like 5M does now, each city its own thing. So it's hard to kind of speculate exactly what it's going to look like because this is the first time they've ever done this stuff internally. They're really excited about it. It came up in the earnings call. Strauss-Zelnick actually mentioned UGC and 5M on the earnings call. I talked about it in my video. So who knows exactly what that'll look like. He wouldn't go into much detail beyond that, but I think UGC is going to be quite cool, and I think I talk about it so much that it drives everybody nuts, but it's going to be cool. Dakota Pepper says, I lost my freedom after eating 50 bananas in 4 minutes. That's a lot of bananas in 4 minutes. How are you still alive? Had this on my mind, GTA 6 having realistic car prices instead of 100K tuk-tuk. I agree with you completely. We need realistic car prices, and I would go out on a further limb and say, like, it would be really cool to buy used cars. You know, like go and buy a car that's a little beat up and, you know, it's kind of rusty. It has some stuff going wrong with it, but like money's a little harder to come by early on. Like make the money something that we feel like we really earn, you know? I don't want it to feel like you're just drowning in money all the time, like Grand Theft Auto 5. Jerry says, GTA 4 is incredible. It's my favorite GTA. If you own a Series X, you can play it at 60 FPS. Ooh, is that true? I didn't know that. 152 likes. Thank you, Jerry. I'll go ahead and bump this up. The burglary missions in GTA San Andreas were tons of fun. They were radiant. Yes. Those of you that don't know, back in Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, you could like go in and rob people and like walk out with their TV and stuff. Like it was fun. And then you could take it and go sell it and make some money. 155. Let's go. 50 bananas is a lot in any amount of time. Yeah, that's true. Oh, there's Bav. Welcome, Bav. When did you sneak in here? Is that your first comment? It says, give me car dealerships again. Yes. Yes, please. We need that. Welcome in, Bav. Bav, what are you doing tonight? Are you just kind of hanging around? Are you wanting to play something? Because I would love to play something later on. Dakota, that's more than 10 bananas per minute. I'm impressed. Yeah, I don't know how anybody does that. You lube them up and just slide them down the throat. Oh, can't say that. I was talking about bananas. Mr. Zevlo says, hey, Sav, how's it going? It's going good. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. If that's the case, will cars have some sort of upkeep? Maybe. Maybe some maintenance, you know? Maybe they break down. Maybe get a flat tire here and there. Bav says, and let me steal cars from the dealership, not just buy, and make them too hot to own, but let me relive GTA 3 when I could steal the Banshee. Yes. Yeah, just like drive it out the dealership window, smashing the glass. Says, I just got home. Jerry says, repo, question mark? Bav says, we can play with each other, wink face. Or Subnautica. Yeah, Bav, are you on Subnautica? What do we, 100, what do we say? 100, what was that? 158? Spooky SA says, Sav, you think we're going to get a remastered Las Venturas and San Fierro online? I don't know. That's a stretch. That's a reach for me. That's a reach for me. I got to jump down here to Twitch. I've been neglecting these fellas for a little while. Count Dooku says, I've been flying around Miami in Microsoft Flight Simulator and comparing places to the screenshots to see how much Rockstar has changed. I actually had a video idea to do that. I have Microsoft Flight Simulator, and I have a PC that can run it at pretty decent graphics. Would you like to see me do a video where I just like fly around like the Vice City area and like record some footage and talk about stuff? Is that something that you guys would want to watch? Let me know. 2 Bites says, Banana Man Sav, happy Friday, sir. First time here. Well, welcome. I'm sorry if I'm late getting to your comment here. I don't have a combined chat, so I've got YouTube up top, Twitch down low, and I'm trying to make sure I don't miss anything. So I'm trying to jump back and forth between the two. I appreciate you. Welcome. I'm glad you're here. Cannon says, I think the AI interiors will be that with the missions. That's true. They could really add to that experience for sure. Count Dooku says, you should do a playthrough of GTA 4 before GTA 6 comes out. Maybe. I've played a lot of GTA 4. That was like my jam back in the day. I played that game cover to cover, front to back. Forza? Maybe. The problem I have with Forza is I saw a video that somebody posted in the Discord earlier today. I think it was Moose Gaming, actually, that posted the video. He's like driving a car through a forest and just like mowing down saplings, like taking a shortcut, you know, across the map. That's hard for me, man. That's so unrealistic. It looks ridiculous, you know? It's like such a beautiful game, and it's like, wow, this looks so realistic, and then you are just like mowing down trees in a forest. It's incredibly silly, in my opinion. Okay, we got 2 yeses for that video. Mr. Sister, dude. Do you eat Snickers veiny side down? Wow. Thank you for the $2. No comment. No, okay. What the hell? I looked earlier and it said you wasn't going live for like another 12 hours. That's weird. Welcome, Psycho. Welcome. I think they remake Liberty City for sure and GTA 6 engine down the road. I think you're right. I think it would be crazy for them not to do that. Bogan Bav on Twitch says, "Hey Sav, big fan from Polito Bay." Teddy Knight says, "Dude, that would be insane. Yes, do it." Okay, maybe I'll do that. I'll look at that and try and squeeze that in. Maybe that'll be like, maybe I'll include that in my Vice City video. We'll do like a flyover. System and people remembering who you are. Do you think going to a barbershop will? You're speaking Yoda, man. Everything seems backwards. If you could clarify, if you're asking if I think that people will recognize you at the barbershop, maybe. Especially if you do a bunch of crazy stuff, you know. I don't know. Their lines might be like, you know, "Hey, welcome back. Haven't seen you in a while," or something. I don't know. Freaky deaky dono. Yeah. Let's see. I want to be able to get gas, oil changes, and other maintenance work. That'd be really cool. That'd be really cool. I don't know how far they could take something like that before people would complain about it. I personally love the idea, but there'd be too many people who are like, "I don't want to have to do an oil change. I don't want to have to do that. I just want to drive my, you know, freaking Lamborghini up the side of a mountain at 180 miles an hour and have total control over it." Logan Bav. Sorry, I had something in my throat. Why fly, Sav? Just use the external camera and pause the game so I can be a digital tourist across the globe. Ooh, that's actually a good idea. That's actually a good idea. Maybe we'll do that. Maybe we'll do that. Maybe pawn shops. Bav, that's actually a good comeback. Pawn shops in 6. Who knows about take another shot of Jack Fire? I don't have any fire or anything, but I've got Jack here. Yes, there will be pawn shops in GTA 6. That's been confirmed in the leaks and in the trailer. Bav says, "I hope the vortex from GTA San Andreas returns." He said, "You had Bogan Bav in your throat?" Question mark. All right, enough with the inappropriate jokes. I know I started it, but we're gonna move on. White Noise says, "Hey Sav, can you imagine a GTA 6 story that ends in such a way that pushes you into the online? That's obviously the moneymaker, so they could end it in a way that as to try and push you into online." I actually had a theory about that a while back, Wyatt. I thought that it would be really cool if both characters did die at the end of the game. Not that I want that, but if they did, in some sort of like shootout or whatever, like the game like zooms out like it does in GTA 5 up in the sky, and then it moves over on the map like it does in GTA 5, and then it like zooms back into this like little apartment building, and then it's like in the first person mode, and you see like this person get up out of bed or something and like walk over to the mirror, and then like as they get closer to the mirror, it turns into like a character creation screen, and like you're online. I thought that could be cool, but that would be like, I don't know that they would do that, because it kind of, like you said, it forces you into online, and there's a lot of people that aren't going to want to do that. But it'd be really cool if like you could play with that character either on or offline, and if they gave us like actual voice lines or voiced characters in online, then they could make that into something cool. You know what I mean? Sort of customize and create your own character for Grand Theft Auto. Psycho says, "I hope they remake all older GTA maps to match or better than GTA 6, and then have them as destination to fly, to go to the airport, get on a plane, take a nap, and then wake up in Liberty City or San Andreas." That'd be really cool. I don't know. Like if they're gonna do like a larger connected map like that, I don't know what that would look like. You know, if I tend to lean more towards like a land-based connected map, and if they're going to do that, it would make the most sense to start with like a Atlanta or New Orleans, and then kind of work their way up towards New York from Florida, and then but like going all the way across the country, I don't know how they do that, you know. Atomic Glitch says, see if you can find Mount Kalaga 2 and what could possibly be lurking on the northern part of the GTA 6 map. We did a whole video about that. I don't know if you've seen it. I'm gonna scroll down a little bit. This is a family friendly stream. No, it's not. I know this topic has been milked, but do you think Trailer 3 will still release before summer? Well, that's saying, do I think Trailer 3 will be released before June 20th? And the answer is, I don't know. Sorry, I can't give you a clear answer on that. Count Dooku on Twitch says, there's helicopters in Microsoft Flight Simulator and some type of drone-type vehicle if flying a plane over is too fast. The weather and time is live, too. Ooh, yes, that is true. Those are all true things. Maybe I could download some mods for it, too. I don't know. Can you mod Flight Simulator? Scroll down a little bit. I'm falling behind. Sometimes you got to commit deforestation for the bit. It was you, Moose. That's what I'm saying. Like, that kind of stuff to me in games is just so silly, man. It's like, I don't know. Jerry, can I get a like count so I can update if you're still here? Bav says, oh, LOL. Yeah, why would you want to change the oil in Grand Theft Auto? Because it's realistic. It's immersive. It adds something to the game, man. I don't know. I think it's cool. It's not like at the top of my wish list or anything like that, but anything they do like that, they could be more immersive. Like, imagine you have a specific car and like it counts the mileage on the car on the dash or something. And like when you reach like a certain point, it kind of beeps at you. It's like oil change due or something like that. And you have to like pull into like a Jiffy Lube or something and get your oil done. I don't know. It could be cool. If it doesn't, maybe it overheats and you blow a head gasket and break down in the middle of a getaway or something. Do you expect the PS5 Pro to have at least some benefits over base PS5? In the long run, yes. At launch, it's harder to say. It depends. I can't imagine it wouldn't run better. I just don't know exactly what that looks like. If we're talking more frames or higher fidelity or faster loading times or what. Bav says, you're talking to the guy who doesn't like maintaining weapons in Red Dead Redemption 2. That is true. I don't like maintaining weapons in Red Dead Redemption 2. I don't know if you also feel the same way. But that's because like it's constant. You're like constantly messing with it. You know what I mean? Like I wouldn't have minded the whole weapon maintaining thing if you could get like more shots out of a gun before you had to like wipe it down, you know? Yes, absolutely. I love the idea of you flying around in Miami in a Microsoft Flight Simulator and comparing to real life. Okay, maybe I'll do that. I feel like we hoping for too much, LMAO. Hey, there's nothing wrong with speculating and dreaming, man. Nothing wrong with dreaming. If you guys are watching right now, if you could do me a huge favor and smash the like button, it helps a lot. YouTube like really cares about the like button stuff. So it's a cool variable in long getaways. You run out of gas or oil, pop a tire. It's true, man. It makes you think a little bit more. You have to plan a little bit more. It's not just like an arcade game, you know? Bav says, I dislike maintaining weapons, eating food, feeding my horse, cleaning my horse, washing my face. They're immersive 100%, but they're tedious and get repetitive, to be honest. I don't know. It's just, I'm going to have to agree to disagree with you on this one, Bav. Like, I get the whole tedious and repetitive stuff. I do. I really do understand where you're coming from on that. But without it, it doesn't really ground the game for me. You know, like those things kind of ground the game. It makes you feel like, oh, this is real life. It's, you know, immersion is more important to me than ease of gameplay. Hold on 1 second, guys. This might be important. Hey, is everything good? Okay, I'm streaming right now. I just thought it was emergency because you were calling me so late. Okay. Okay, alright. I'll call you later. Bye. Sorry, that was the Pops. He doesn't normally call this late, wanted to make sure he was okay. What do you think the movement will be like in GTA 6? Hopefully better than GTA 5. Would be a fun video stream idea to have us write down for our list of opposing views and argue our sides. Ooh, yeah, that would be a great collab idea for sure. Let's do that, Bav. I gotta get down here to some Twitch comments for a second. Shockwave says, do you think you'll be able to negotiate with the worker at the pawn shop? Oh, like negotiate how much he pays you for stuff? That'd be a cool mechanic if they implemented that into the dialogue menu. I don't know that that'll be a thing, but that would be pretty cool if they did. Pickle says, Sav, would you like to see weather change the environment? For example, sand sticking to your character's car, normally dry piece of land turning muddy? Yes. Yes, I do want that. And I think we're going to get that, actually. At the very least, dirt will turn to mud. Count Dooku says, to me, gas and other RPG elements that seem too much of a chore should be difficult or optional. Harder difficulties mean more immersion simulation. Isaac Blackburn Drum says, got you tabbed up. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. Pluto Mods with a 10.99 says, hey, Sav, do you think there will be a catalog system to buy stuff in Grand Theft Auto 6 online, just like there was in Red Dead Online? I don't know about catalogs, but I think there will be websites that you can purchase things like almost certainly, and then stores and all that stuff. So yes, I do think they will have all of that. So, but thank you so much for the 10.99. I appreciate it, brother. That is over $10. That is worth a banana dance. Brandon J. Campbell says, but we already kind of know Rockstar are going to add a lot of realism features. Yes, they are like leaning heavily into realism for sure. For sure. Zane says, the immersion stuff helps you soak in smaller world details and appreciate locations of the map you'd normally neglect, like gas stations, convenience stores, fast food. It just makes the world feel alive. I agree with all of that, Zane. I agree with all that. Tell him, Zane. Get him. Get Bav. Hey, Sav, how you doing, man? I'm doing good, Jake. How are you? My brain wants that catalog. I don't know if we're gonna get a catalog. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe you can go to the store and order stuff like that. Who knows? When's your next video like Ambrosia coming out? Maybe tomorrow. Maybe Sunday. But probably this weekend. At the very latest, it'll be Monday. I'm wrapping that up, but I probably could have had it done tonight, but I'm streaming and hanging out with you guys. Thank you, Jerry. 4Gaming says, similar to selling vehicles to other players in LS car meets, I'd like to see this return in GTA Online, hopefully actually earning money this time. It would be really cool to sell cars to other players, like if you had only minor control over the price, like you had a range that you could sell it in. That way you couldn't just like buy a car for like $3 billion and sell it to somebody for like $1. You know what I mean? Like if you had like a price range that was acceptable to the system for that car to sell as, you know, like a value range, that would be really cool. That'd be an easy way for them to implement something like that. And they do have a system, they do have some patents for some systems that allow you to sort of do something like that, if I am correct. I'd have to go back and look at it, and we're going to dive deeper into the patents and stuff. Somebody just dropped some patent updates on the Discord yesterday, actually. There's been some new patent work. We're going to get to that here as soon as the last location video is done. I may even work on that in between. We'll see. GTA 6 online on Christmas, I'm calling it. I think that's a safe bet, 6. I think that's a safe bet. I'm just going to call you 6. Because I don't want to say it 3 times, brother. Sorry. Let's go. Your videos are goated and have so much detail. Really helps me keep motivated during this quiet period. I appreciate you, B. I'm just trying to make something interesting. You know, there's not a whole lot to talk about. There is and there isn't. I feel like there's plenty to talk about if you do it the right way. Like if you're just wanting to do update videos, you're gonna bore people to death, I think. I myself, like, I'll put it this way, if I wasn't making these videos, I'd be researching all this stuff anyway. You know what I mean? Like, because I just love the games that much. I get excited about them and I want to know every detail. So Braden Monroe says, hey Sav, what's one feature we currently don't know about the game you would like to see implemented? For myself, I would love to see more safe house customization. If I had to pick one, I would say police canines. I would love to see police canines in the game. I feel like everything is there for them to do that. There's no reason they couldn't do it. Yeah, that's what I'd want. Where are you from, Sav? The United States of America. No, I'm originally from Missouri, and I live now in South Carolina. That is as detailed as I would like to get. Quote from episode 3 Roundtable: realism and fun don't have to conflict. That's true. That's true. That's true, Bav. He says, but so many games go for fake sense of realism by making things take excessively long or by adding redundancy or QTEs that make you just put down the controller and watch your character. Who was that said that, Bav? Was that you? I know it wasn't me. It sounds too smart. Poor Gaming said they should let you and TGG collab and pitch a GTA 6 DLC to Rockstar when the time comes. Love both your channels. Well, I appreciate that, man. That'd be really cool, but Rockstar cares about as much about us as they do about you guys. You know, we don't get any sort of special treatment, no early access to anything. Every once in a while, if they want to do some like Twitch streams or content or Twitch drops or whatever they're called, they'll hit up a few people, but that's about it. They do follow Bogan Bav though on X. So I don't know, you know, he's got the in. If you guys want to get some special, you know, stuff to Rockstar, you know, tell Bav to hit him up because they're friends. The NASA stuff in 6 sounds cool. Something to drink to. Shot taken. Bav says, despite the majority wanting the game as realistic as it can be, I hope that Rockstar maintains the arcadiness of what makes a GTA game. I'm with you, Bav. I don't think it should be like over the top realistic. I just think like it should be more realistic than 5. 5 was not immersive or realistic enough. And 4 was probably too much. I think if you shoot for something in between, that's like the perfect blend. Bav says, I live at 42 Wallaby Way, Sydney. That's a Finding Nemo quote. That's funny. 177 likes. Thank you, Jerry. But also that I want dog shit GTA type of arcade play. There will be servers for that. We have a one-sided relationship with Rockstar. Yes, we do. We care about them. They do not care about us. I think Red Dead Redemption 2 did realism perfectly. I think GTA 6 should just expand on that. I agree. Wyatt Noise, no shit. You live in Columbia, Missouri? Dude, I was born in Columbia, Missouri. M-I-Z. Let's see if you're actually from Columbia, Missouri. M-I-Z. M-I-Z. That's a quote from Gallegos Gaming that I mentioned on the roundtable for my wish list. Ah, okay. Yeah, Bav is in Rockstar's OG Discord server, and he still hasn't sent me an invite. He's kind of a shit friend. Let's go! He is from Columbia. Let's go, dude. That's awesome. Yeah, I was born in Columbia, brother. I'm a huge Tiger fan. It's a shame hearing about what happened to Ahmad Hardy, man. I hope he is back in time. Hopefully we can steal cars as well. Really, Isaac? For Gaming says, hopefully we can own a shoe store as a business in GTA 6 Online. Gooner. Computer, shut up. Computer, shut up. God, dude, I don't know why it does that. Let's see. My wife and I might actually move from SoCal to South Florida, which is hilarious because we're going from Los Santos to Vice City. That is funny. That's funny. Born here, but raised in Jeff City. That's wild, Sav. Small effing world. That's true, dude. Chalupa Batman says he lives in Springfield, Missouri. Let's go. For Gaming says, I'm not a gooner. I just find Trevor Phillips to be very inspirational. Uh-huh. Gooner. Shockwave in Twitch says, do you think that they'll have a good amount of normal jobs in the start of online? I don't, what do you mean by normal jobs? Are you talking like pizza delivery, that kind of stuff? I don't know exactly what you mean. But It'd be cool if they have stuff. Yeah, I mean, I feel like Brian's going to have some, like, legit work for us to do alongside the sketchy stuff. Hondo says, hey, Sav, when this game finally comes out, how insane do you think day one is going to be? Do you think it will be as devastating as some expect for the real-world financials? Nah, I think the world will be fine, man. You're going to have most people that are taking off work are going to be between the age of, like, 17 and 20. Anybody over 20 is either taken time off and scheduled it off or whatever. They're not. I would hope that if you're over the age of 20 years old, you're not calling in sick to work to play a video game. You should just, schedule that time off or deal with it. Be responsible. But I'm not one to lecture because my ass would have done that at 25. Let's be real. I do it now, but only because I'm a content creator and I have a duty to fulfill. It's like I owe you guys. You look like PDF. I don't know what PDF is. If that's an insult, then go after yourself. Springfield is rad. I've been to Springfield once or twice. Bro, want to be a shoe salesman like Al Bundy. That's an old reference. I wonder how many people in this chat don't know who Al Bundy is without Googling it. Love and marriage go together like a horse and carriage. I'm old, man. 4Gaming says, do you think we'll be able to customize boats since water is going to play a major role in the game? I do think so, actually. I think we may even be able to do it at Brian's Boatworks in Marina. There's that famous shot in trailer 2 towards the end of Cal Hampton that's doing the whole, hook it up, pump with the beer in his hand, and he's standing in front of a boat that's being worked on. So it'd be really cool to see that, honestly. Mr. Sister says, think we can finally customize semi-trucks? I hope so, man. I hope so. It'd be really cool if we could do stuff like that. You should be able to do all jobs in online like RP, lawyers, doctors, store workers, police, etc. That'd be cool. Gabe is here, says, what's going on, Sav? What's up, Gabe? How you doing, brother? Boss Man Bino says, I'm taking the day off and I'm 39 this year. Hold on, let me correct my statement. I didn't say that you shouldn't take the day off if you're over the age of 20. I said you shouldn't call in sick to work last minute and screw your employer over like that. If you're over the age of 20, you should have enough sense of the workplace environment for the most part to not do your boss dirty like that. Unless they're not going to give you that time off ahead of time, in which case, screw it. As long as you're not going to get fired. But I would at least schedule the time off first. Use your vacation time, man, Six said, I took PTO from November 19th to December 4th. Damn. He's not messing around. He's like, this is happening. I always thought car windows fogging up freezing in the cold would be a cool detail for them to add. It would be, but I don't know that ever happens in Florida, with the exception of like last winter. Hondo says, holy shit, Married with Kids reference. Married with Children, I think is an actual name of the show, but yes. Yes. Sav, would you ever live in South Florida? No, I would not. Humidity, mosquitoes, and no-see-ums, man. No thanks. Sav, I'm sorry, half day on 11/19, install day off 11/20. There you go. See? That's a working man right there. Tuned by Jay, I respect that. Humidity scaring me? Yeah, it scared me too, brother. South Florida ain't no joke. Al Bundy, not Ted Bundy. Ted Bundy was a bad guy. Am I a Chiefs fan? No, I'm not a Chiefs fan. I am from Missouri. I was born in Columbia, grew up in St. Louis. So I was a St. Louis Rams fan until Stan Kroenke did us dirty and pulled the team out of town after we had put together like an amazing riverfront, like build for a new stadium, all this stuff, like the community rallied, man. We were ready. We were like, let's keep them here. Whatever we got to do, raise the taxes. Let's build a cool stadium. And he had said, you know, if you guys come up with a good plan, maybe we'll leave him here. He led us on, and then he pulled the team anyway because he was going to go out to Los Angeles regardless. So when that happened, I said, you know what? Screw the NFL. It's a big joke anyway. I'm just going to watch college football. I did not jump on the bandwagon with everybody else in St. Louis and become instant Chiefs fans as soon as they started winning Super Bowls. So no, that's that's the long answer. I was 31 when 5 came out, took off that week, took off another week for online, saved my PTO for it so I could get paid while playing. There you go, brother. That's the way to do it. See, worst by far, he's a smart guy. He's a smart guy. Isaac, I'm sorry, hold on. Lazy Gun Guy said, I want a custom bass boat in GTA 6 Online. Well, you might have them, brother. Like, some of the Lake Okeechobee in Florida is like one of the best places to fish, like anywhere in the world. I can't imagine they wouldn't have bass boats. RTR Jello on Twitch says, do you think they'll do snow DLCs being that it's in Florida? I don't know. I mean, I would have thought that they would have done that in GTA 5 with it being in Los Angeles, but, you know, they did, so they could. Newspaper route, pizza delivery, etc. I think I read that already, Shockwave. Isaac says, I hope I can put blog era boys on a semi if that's true. Don't know what that means, Isaac. Sorry. Poncho Man says, bro, it's going to suck when we can't play GTA 6 because they're doing maintenance like they did back in the prime GTA 5 days. I don't know that the servers will go down for a long time. I think they'll probably work on whatever updates and then push it. And server might be down for a few minutes while it's uploading. Jerry says, gotta go, Sav. Enjoy the rest of your stream and your weekend. See you on the next one. Take care. God bless, brother. Thanks, Jerry. Appreciate you hanging out, man. 4 Gaming says, I'd like to see more in-depth vehicle customization options, pedal adjustments, seat adjustments, etc. Well, we can see in the leaks that they were moving some of that stuff around, but I don't think that's going to be for the player to control. They may. I don't know. We'll see. You may be able to, like, when you customize a car, set some of that stuff up, but I don't think you're going to be able to, like, adjust it on the fly. Oh, damn. You guys, there's a lot of, I'm kind of falling behind on chat. I'm going to hit a couple comments as I work my way down. What's up, Matt? Welcome to the stream. Bab says, I lost my job in 24, so I figured GTA come in fall 25. I may as well not get a job. Then it got delayed twice. Clown emoji. You know what? But it's working out, I think, right? We're right around the corner. You'll be all right. Psycho says there's a reason why people vacation to Florida in the winter. It's still warm. That's true. Hell yeah. F the Sheeps, Raiders. F the Rams, the Sheeps. Okay, you're a Raiders fan. I got you. Wyatt says, I bet $5 Sav was born at Boone Hospital. Yes, I was. You are correct. I was born at Boone Hospital. In 1991. And you were born there too. That's wild. I'm just, Derek says, I am just going to work from home on the 19th. That's great if you can do that. Lazy Gun Guy says, I grew up near Little Rock, Arkansas. It was all about the Razorbacks. I'm sorry. I couldn't help it. Moose said, didn't you take off for the possibility of a trailer? Let's not talk about that. Let's keep going. Wakio says, what do you think the movement will be like in GTA 6? Hopefully better than GTA 5. I think it will be considerably better than GTA 5, considering all the patent work that they've been working on and considering how much better it was in Red Dead Redemption 2. It was significantly better in Red Dead 2. I think it'll be even better than that in GTA 6. Zane says, would you expect the technical jump to be on par with GTA 5 to Red Dead 2? Yes, I do. I think it'll be actually even better than that, personally. Because here's why. They're sitting on a lot of tech that they couldn't implement in Red Dead 2 because it had nothing to do with horses and, you know, open area and terrain and all that stuff. There's plenty of patents that have been developed in the last 20 years after GTA 5 was launched that are specifically designed for a game built in a city area. So yes, it's going to be significantly better than Red Dead Redemption 2. Gabe says snow can absolutely happen in Florida. I'm sure this isn't surprising knowledge to anyone, but like I said, anywhere below 40% down from the Georgia border is extremely rare and unheard of. Yeah, I mean, like the very northern part of the state, if it's really, really cold and the moisture's really, really high, you might get a couple flurries, but it's very rare. Gabe says it's only snowed once in Miami, and that was in the 70s and hasn't happened since. So if they do seasons, maybe northern Leonida. Yeah, that could be fair. Bav says she'll be right, mate. I have high hopes for Gloriana. Otherwise, why advertise those plates? Because they like teasing us, man. April 7th? Dude, we might be brothers from another mother. No, not April 7th. I'm not going to give you a specific date because you'll now know where I was born, and to the exact hospital, and the exact year. I'll tell you, I was born in February, like the front half of February. How about that? That should make it hard enough for anybody that wants to try and find me. That's wild, dude. We were born in the same year in the same hospital. That's crazy. Rams are okay. I didn't like the Chiefs. I call them Sheeps because can't say what I really call them bad things. Two of my nephews are Chiefs fans. That's funny. I don't think too many people care that much, Sab, but I saw someone spotted a nail salon called Happy Nails in trailer 2. Yeah, I mean, that's cool. I'm sure there's a lot of little store names and stuff like that that they've come up with. That's probably a play on, like, you see a lot of, like, Chinese food restaurants called, like, Happy China. Edino nail salons. Alright, stop it. Stop it. PC release when? Probably 12 months after launch. At the earliest. If I'm being realistic, I would say 12 months after launch. Good night, everyone. It's 4:12 in the morning for me. Gotta sleep. Good night, Daniel. Have a good one. Do you think the NPC crowd density will be downgraded from the trailers? It better not. If it is, we riot. Primitive says, it's been a fun stream, man. Thanks for making the night interesting. Have a good night. Thanks, Primitive. Thanks, Primitive, for hanging out. Appreciate you. All right, let's scroll down a little bit. That's not my birthday, Hooligan, but it snowed here in Florida for the last 2 years. Like, how far down in Florida? Like southern Florida? I mean, I know the winter was pretty crazy this past year. We had some really, really cold weather. That's fine, man. Not looking everything out, but it was just wild how much it all lined up. Yeah, it is pretty crazy, man. That is pretty crazy. Like, our mothers could have possibly known each other. That's wild. I hate snow on every GTA map. It makes the original location region that snows less special. Winter sucked this year, bro. Hit us hard here in Boston. Oh, I bet. I bet you guys absolutely got destroyed. I know we had it pretty bad here in South Carolina, where I was at. We had a lot of freezing rain, and it got really cold there for a while. Has anyone else noticed that where Jason picks up Lucia is entirely outside, and that he's just feet away from where she exits the gates to her freedom? Yeah, in the trailer. Lazy Gun Guy said, I grew up watching fishing shows. Jimmy Houston, Bill Dance, outdoors. Dude, Bill Dance is a legend, man. He's a legend. Mr. Sister with the 199 says, if you don't click the like button, you kiss dudes. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. What he's saying is like the stream, folks. Let's see. Pickle says, do you think we can take out the power grid of Leonida and go around tickling people? That's a very specific question, Pickle. February 1st? Nope, not February 1st. Good guess, though. That's funny. G-Boy says, I'm in South Florida, 15 minutes outside of Miami. It snowed the last 2 years before that. How like frequent did it snow? Like, would it, like, let me ask you this, because you live in South Florida, would it be weird for you to see snow in this game? Or would you want that? Only 7 of us kiss dudes. Bill Dan's blooper reels were great. Yeah, falling out of the boat. Yes, rest in peace to Kyle Busch. We unfortunately broke that news yesterday when I was streaming. That story had gone live. What will be the resolution in FPS on Xbox Series X? Probably 4K 30. Impact Wrestling Federation says, Sav, are you ready for that trivia game? I'm assuming you're talking about Vinyl Public Access's trivia game, and no, I am not. Watch me get like DQ'd off a easy question that I just don't know because I have terrible recall. I'm serious, like I can't remember shit, guys. Like I have like the worst memory ever. Remember that thing how people were speculating how Jason Duvall met Lucia Caminos and it's her perfect way out? Yeah. I do remember that. Just went to South Carolina a little bit ago for Bike Week. Giant wooden motorcycle bonfire was insane. Where was that? Was that down at Myrtle Beach? Just out of curiosity. It'd be cool if I could attend a live Narcos basketball game. That would be cool. So island or landlocked map for GTA 6? Well, I'll tell you what I hope it is, and then I'll tell you what it's probably going to be. I hope it's a landlocked map. It's probably going to be an island. But I'm 50-50 on it. Florida is indeed a tropical state. Adam Lutgring said, not sure if anyone has said this in the second trailer at the beginning. I think the iguana is a pet. Looks like it has a shirt on. Yeah, I agree. It'd be hard to put a shirt on a wild iguana. I hope the game doesn't hold back with the gore. I swear, Isaac, there's always one. There's always one of you that are like, I wish I could just like cut people's heads off and throw it in a dumpster and watch them bleed out. You guys are like, need some help, man. The great news about getting in the game, FBI in the game. The great news about getting no news about GTA 6 besides the release date is that we know a trailer or new content will be released between now and August. Rockstar can't wait beyond that. That's true. That's true. Yes, Bav. That's a good point. He says, remember, fellas, landlocked means the land is fully surrounded. Florida is not. Missouri, where I'm from, is a landlocked state. It does not touch an ocean border in any way. Florida is merely a border state shaped like a peninsula. Wyatt said, I was about to leave and then you hit me with the, there's always one of you, Isaac, and now I've sat down again and locked in. Yeah, there's, I can't remember who it was before, but there was somebody that was in here that used to watch a lot of these live streams. And he was like always asking, he would pop in and ask a question like, do you think we'll be able to like run over people sunbathing on the beach? I'm like, what? Some of you guys, it's concerning. It's a bit concerning. Yo, back home finally. Time to get out Night Owl whiskey glass. Welcome back, Casey. Welcome back. If Miami is Vice City, what's Orlando's name in game? Well, I don't think Orlando's going to be in the game. Because it would be southeast of where Port Gellhorn is, and I think we pretty much know that there's nothing down there but grass rivers. What do you think the next trailer is going to be? Just more of the last two mix of cinematic gameplay, or longer, more depth trailer? I'm hoping for like 3 minutes, and I'm hoping to see just a sprinkling about some of the other characters that we know about, like that police officer. The guy that says us cops have to stick together. I'd like to know a little bit more about him, but mainly I'd like to know more about the map. I want to see more of the northern part of the map. I want to see more of Vice City, more of the ocean, more stuff on and under the water, all that stuff. I'd die if I couldn't live by the water, says Spizike Spiegel. I don't blame you. Florida, the mullet of America. Because if it's June, they release this trailer, they've got 6 months till November. Yeah, 5 months and 3 weeks, to be specific. Sav, do you think they should drop trailer 3 before the 26th? People who only watch trailers would be under the impression the game's not been delayed, so I think that's a bad look. Wait, what? Sav, do you think they should drop trailer 3 before the people who only watch trailers would be under the impression the game's not been delayed? I'm not sure I understand that, Bav. You might have to elaborate on that one. Yenna says it would be more northeast corner of the map, I would think, relative to the lake. Oh, really? Wait, where is Orlando? I gotta look now. Oh, you're right. You're right. Orlando is north of the lake. How crazy would it be, guys? How crazy would it be if we've only seen like half of the map? Like, what if it goes way north and we get like Orlando, St. Augustine, Jacksonville, Tallahassee, maybe even Savannah, or like a New Orleans or something? How wild would that be? That would be really cool. Blood Thermic says, I would love trailer 3. I would love trailer 3 was gameplay. I would love if trailer 3 was gameplay. That would be really cool, but they're not going to do that until like September, October. Pickle says, I want to see a shootout with the police. You can go watch the leaks. You can see that. Trailer 3 on May 26th. Please, God. I'm with you, Zay, but who knows? Is anyone going to a midnight release of the game, or have we given it the boring digital age? Have we given it in the boring digital age? That's a good question. I'm curious how many people in here are going, you know what? Let's make a poll. Oh, that's Q&A. We want to do this. Dude. Dude, Mr. is wild. Mr. Sister is wild, dude. He says some wild stuff. It's hilarious. He says, currently counting wrinkles in Bab's stink star. Bab, do you have an OnlyFans I don't know about? Sav, if it goes to Canada, I'll be happy. I don't think it will. Maybe that's asking too much. Personally doubt they go to New Orleans or Atlanta or such, but I don't want to just throw out the possibility with Rockstar's dedication to their craft, not even glazing. It's just entirely logical. I'm with you. Yeah, I don't think it's realistic that they go up that far. I'm just saying, how crazy would it be if they did? Hey Sav, what's the hype around the 26th? Well, so there's original launch window was fall of 2025. Then when they delayed it to May 26th of 2026. And then in November of last year, they delayed it again in November of 2026. So the 26th of May was the second launch day, or the first launch day, but the second launch window that we got. So that was the first time they committed to a day was May 26th. And I painfully remember this. But yes, so that's the hype around the 26th. So that was like technically the first day that they gave us for launch. So a lot of people are going to wish that the game was out on May 26th. So people are kind of hoping for a trailer on 26th, if that makes sense. Red Misfit says, I'm highly confident Orlando will be in Florida. It's such a key part of the state. And if they have Orlando, they must feature at least one theme park since there are dozens of them. That's kind of like my reason for thinking that Orlando won't be included, honestly, is the fact that it's mainly known for its theme parks. And I don't know that Rockstar wants to do all that. Because, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong. I hope they do it, but digital pre-install and play at midnight, then the next morning I'm going to the store to pick up my collector's edition. I think, Bab, that's the perfect combo there for me. Let's get physical. Spizike says, bro, Sister Fister's a wild name to begin with. Yes, it is. He's a character for sure. Only mans. 4Gaming says, I want to see Sav, TGG, and Bab do a three-way death match when GTA 6 Online drops. Maybe we can make that happen, man. TGG's a pretty cool dude. He's down for collabs. Digital is winning, but just barely. Bab's trolling. He said, Cannon, you agree that it'll be a midnight launch. To have a midnight launch means I'm getting it at like 14 hours before all of you. Yes, that is true, Bav. You will be playing GTA 6 probably before all of us. It'd be really funny if that wasn't the case, though. If they launched it at midnight our time, and you just got it like during the day. I think that'd be the best move, personally. Gonna delete all social media on launch week. That's a smart move, honestly. It's more or less one of them things where the second pre-order goes live the quickest way, but it's digital. We'll get a later physical. If it was another game, I would go with digital, but this one is way too special for me, so physical it is, unless I have to wait longer for the game to get my hands on it. I understand that. I'm going to buy it digitally, and then I'm going to get my collector's edition, like Bav said, and hopefully that has a map in it. If it doesn't, then I'm going to have to buy 3 copies, because I need that map. Just switch your regions. Want to put some money on the table, Mr. Sav? How about we make a bet? If I'm right, you shave your beard. You're right, I'll shave my head. How about that? I know you love that beard. TGG Sav and Dandy Andy collab would be powerful. Dandy's a cool guy. I like Dandy a lot. Not the beard. See? After the first mission, what's the first thing you're going to do? Explore or focus on story? Probably explore. We're back from vacation in the Keys, and holy shit, I think Rockstar cooked. Right? Right? You've been watching my video breakdowns, you can see that they're They're doing right by Florida, guys. They're doing a good job. I'd love to do a midnight release. I've got to buy a console after a while, and I'm not sure which is better, Xbox or PS5 Pro. I'm a PC gamer, but I'm not waiting an extra year to play. I'm with you. I'm a PC gamer, too, and I had to go buy a damn PS5 Pro just to play this game early. My money's on Sav for the deathmatch. I don't know. Like, I'll put it this way. I'm pretty confident that I could outshoot all of them in any other game, especially first-person shooters. But with it being Grand Theft Auto, I don't know. I think I could probably hold my own okay. I could hold my own okay. The skills translate enough, I think. Pickle says, I've seen the leaks, but they are so old, I don't really think it reflects the game now. That's fair, but you kind of get at least a little bit of an idea anyway, Pickle. What's up, Scooby? Chili's here! How we doing tonight? Was at my niece's graduation party. It's a little surreal. That's crazy, dude. That's crazy. Time flies, doesn't it? Welcome, Chili. Welcome. So we're just talking about who would win in a three-way death match between me, Bav, and TGG in Grand Theft Auto 6. And I was saying that if it was any other first-person shooter, they wouldn't stand a chance. I'd probably rack up like... It'd be a 2-to-1 and 1-to-2 kill-death ratio. You feel me? I'd have way more kills than both of them. And half as many deaths. You guys would just absolutely get annihilated. Bav, we should pick a game and do like a death match or something. Do like a 1v1. That would be fun. But no, I'm pretty confident that we'd need a neutral server to balance out the ping. That's true. Yeah, we'd probably have to pick something in between. I don't know what that'd be. Maybe UK or something. I don't know. But yeah, with GTA, I don't know. They both played a lot more GTA Online than I have. So I just don't know if my first-person shooter skills would translate. 198 likes, fellas. 198 likes. Fair. I think it just needs to happen once you get set in GTA 6. Yeah, for sure. I'd love to upgrade my GPU next year. I hope RAM prices come down. Yeah, hopefully. If they're not down by next year, I would be really concerned about the future of PC gaming. Tab probably doesn't know how to roll and shoot in GTA 6 or in GTA. Yeah, that's true. I don't think I know how to roll and shoot in GTA. But if I'm on mouse and keyboard, I don't know if I'll have to know how to roll and shoot, Bav. You may not even have the time. I was 1v1ing Ian with sniper rifles not that long ago. And as soon as I switched over to my mouse and keyboard, it was over. Them's fighting words. Rusty Anchor Hangouts. Heck yeah. Once online happens, we're going to do member-only lobby. Yes, so we're working on it. Guys, if you guys are members of the channel and you are in the Discord and you've been members of the channel for at least 3 months, I think that makes you gold. Maybe, I can't remember. Yeah, I think, yeah, silver is 1 month, 3 months is gold. If you have a gold badge on the YouTube channel, let the Discord mods know who you are, and we'll make sure that you get the Banana Bunch role in Discord. And yeah, you have to hold it at 3 months, because if you let it go and you're not a member anymore, it'll get taken away. But that's for the Banana Bunch membership chat. That's going to be on the screenshot required. That's actually a good idea. Yeah, screenshot required. Yep, screenshot required. And that'll allow you to get access to the Banana Bunch chat. Which, by the way, we did this last night or the night before, and we got a few members. Do you guys want to do like a membership run? See how many members we get? Last time I asked, we got like 20 members. I'm not expecting anything near that, but I got a button over here that I would love to push a couple of times. So if you guys are on the fence, if there's anybody in here that's on the fence about becoming a member, now's a good time to do it because we'll have a little celebration. We'll get a little membership run going. That could be fun. It's like $2.99 a month. You can try it for 30 days. If you don't like it, you don't have to re-up. Love that auto pay? Heck yeah, brother. Jim White says, how rich are you? I'm DDR5 rich. I got to look up what that means. Oh, you're talking about RAM. Okay. Good night, dude. RAM has gotten expensive. I remember when you could get like 2 sticks of 16 gigs for like 30 bucks, 40 bucks. Now it's like $250 at Best Buy. That's crazy. All right. Let's see. Let's get back to this chat. I'll be 48 shortly after GTA 6. Not into PvP in my old age. That's all right. You're just in it to enjoy the game. That's perfectly fine. Pass around the offering plate. Pay your tithes. Sav, I had a question I posted 2 times, but the power went out, and I'm not sure if you answered it. Well, what was your question? Oh, I'm sorry, I see it. Gabe said, I asked Bav this question in chat, but since Forza just came out, do you think GTA 6 will compete with Forza Horizon in terms of car quantity based off your knowledge of Forza Horizon? Probably not I don't know. I haven't played Forza Horizon in a while. I don't know how many cars are in Forza Horizon. There's going to be a lot of different vehicles in GTA. You know, cars that wouldn't necessarily be in a Forza Horizon game. So, I don't know. It's hard to say. Mickey, I'm with you. LOL, just love the experience and love cooperative game modes. My ass will be fishing off a pier boat. Oh, look at that. Koza K just became a member. Welcome to Sav Sack of Friends, brother.
Let's see how you do under pressure. Oh, yeah, I've been wanting this shit forever. I've been in the field with whatever they throw at me. Brush it off, pick myself up, moving on to the better.
Let's go. Appreciate you. Thank you for becoming a member. That's the first one. Do we have any others? I still got my thumb on the button. Welcome to Sav Sack of Friends, aka the Banana Bunch. So you get some special emojis, and if you hold that membership for 3 months, you get access to the banana chat. And you don't want to know what goes on in there. Put 3 options for the poll: physical, digital, or both. Well, I mean, okay. I'd have to end the poll and redo it. Oh my gosh, worst by far with the 10 gifted memberships. Let's freaking go, dude. God, you are like insanely generous, dude. Seriously, thank you. You've got to be up to like seriously 200 gifted members now. Like it's insane. Thank you, seriously, thank you so much. If I read your name out, it's because Worst by Far just gifted you a membership to the channel. Gabe Lacasco, 2LTC4, It's Kinsey, Gatton Pelamendamao. I butchered that, I'm sure. Ashy Trades, Ruxer 404, Royce L02, Chrissy D83, Caesar 0991, and Uchicha 9090. You all just got gifted memberships by none other than Worst by Far. Thank you, Worst by Far. Appreciate you, Brian.
Let's see how you do under pressure. Oh, yeah, I've been wanting this shit forever. I've been in the field with whatever they throw at me. Brush it off, pick myself up, moving on to the better.
I'm out of ice, but that's okay. We're going to just continue without it. We're going straight. Appreciate you guys for becoming members. Well, appreciate you, Worst by Far, for donating the memberships. And thank you to Kozakade for becoming a member all on his own. Thank you. What what up? Just became a member, been silently watching your vids for a while. Well, welcome, man. Welcome. Let's freaking go. I love that. I love when people come out of the woodwork. They're like, hey, I've been watching from the shadows. This is my first time chatting. That makes me happy. That's awesome. Welcome, guys. Welcome. I'm buying both and a Seagate hard drive. Spizike Spiegel says, what city has never been mentioned in the universe would you like to see put in the game? Detroit. Detroit, I think. Or maybe St. Louis. Or maybe Atlanta. I don't know. Ramen Noodles 85 with $5. Thank you. I appreciate that. There's no comment attached to it. I assume you just wanted to send me 5. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. In case you didn't mean to do that, next time you can actually type in a chat. So thank you so much for the $5. I appreciate it. So Gouda says, this is my first time as well. I watch all the time, though, bro. I appreciate you. That's awesome. Is there anybody else in here that... I'm just curious. Like, we've got like 211 people in here, and I see probably 50 or 60 names that are popping up in the chat. If you regularly watch my content and you're in here hanging out and you don't normally participate in the chat, can I just get like a little heart or something, just so I know, or some kind of comment? You could say lurker with the hand raised or something. I'm just curious. I'm just curious. If you regularly watch my content but you don't normally participate in the chat, can you say something and kind of let me know? Chicago would be another good one. Yeah. Not to sound psychotic, but I hope there are water spout tornadoes. I think there's a good chance for that, actually. Yeah, Boston would be a good one. Dallas, yep. Okay, we got quite a few people in here. That's awesome. Okay, so Mo4H, welcome. Gustav, welcome. That's awesome. Leech Gaming, I've seen you comment before, but I'm glad you're here. Just subscribe today, but watch regularly. Says Matt, PNWX Matt. Welcome. It's good to have you guys here. Don't be shy, guys. I get it if you're like busy or something, you can't like talk or whatever, but don't be afraid to like chat. I love meeting new people and new viewers, so it's good to see you. EXE Lurker, what's up? Jim White says, Sav, I just play games when I'm watching. Appreciate you either way. JK Walker, I've seen you comment quite a bit. You ain't no lurker. Juice, welcome. Brady, hello. Just found your channel, loving it so far, says Joe. Appreciate you. Thank you. Prismatic, hello. Isaiah Santos, hello. Man, there's a lot of you guys in here. Damn. Steven, hello. Oliver. Hello. American Missile. Hello. Midnight Vice. You're not a lurker. Well, maybe sometimes. Willionaire, hello. Madrid. Hello. Mythical Milo SZ, hello. Hooligan, shut up. So Gouda says, you're one of my best, my guy. I appreciate you. Thank you for saying that. Don Knox, lurker here. What's good, man? On Land Dan, hello. 6, I was a lurker not long ago. See, and he's come to the other side. He's a regular chatter now on the stream. I'm glad you're here. Plumari, hello. Celso Jr. from Brazil, hello. Love the videos, man. Keep it up, says Aquatrex. Appreciate you. Thank you. Hello. Chicago and Detroit is Carcer City. Oh, fair enough. Bro moment with the hearts. Welcome, and thank you for watching. Ivan Outlier says, I'm painting my restroom door while listening. What's up? Well, I'm glad that you're hanging out, man. Appreciate you. Luando Angola, we got one from Africa. What's up, Braulio? First time chatting here. Welcome, Mythical. Welcome. Let's see. Who guessed your name in yesterday's stream, says American Missile. I can't tell you, because then you'd know exactly who it was. Jade, welcome. I think I've seen you chat before, but welcome. Chad Bergman, Lurker, says Dandy Andy brought me here. Well, welcome. I'm glad you found the channel. Dandy's a cool guy. Love Dandy. Lazy Gun Guy, even with all our hype, hope, and expectations of the game, do you think it'll have missions, events, mechanics, dialogue, and little moments that will still blow our minds? Absolutely. Just watch. It's going to be amazing. Mickey Mouse says, I'm usually in bed at this time of night. Well, I'm glad you're hanging out, but I don't want to like keep you up past your bedtime. I appreciate you. Z the Gamer is a lurker. Welcome. Welcome. Pluto Mod says, I'm a bit of a lurker, but I've seen you comment quite a bit in here, and you're a member. Michael Rooney says, lurker from the start. I feel like I've seen you comment before too, Michael. But welcome. Gabe Badley says, I know a lot of people pro won't feel the same, but now that GTA is on track, I don't need another trailer. I get what you're saying, and I don't disagree. I wasn't going into yesterday's earnings call like necessarily hoping for a trailer. Like, it'd be cool, you know, that would be great. But yeah, I was just mainly wanting confirmation the game was still on track. Joshua Ford says, peanut and banana dual stream would go hard. Well, I appreciate you saying that. You put me in the same conversation as like the #1 streamer in the world. That's quite the compliment, so thank you. What up, you going live tonight? Long time sub from Angola, says Brawlio. Appreciate you. Best GTA channel. Thank you for saying that. Thank you. Been watching your content since you started doing GTA 6 stuff. This says the Gustav. Well, welcome to the chat. It's good seeing you guys in here. I love that you guys love my content. I want to talk to you guys. I want to get to know you guys. So don't be shy. Don't be shy. American Missile says there's someone on Vinewood Access who was wondering who guessed your name correctly. Yeah, I know that was you because I remember Rob asking me earlier and he said it was American Missile that was asking that question. So I remember that was you. Been tuned in for a while. Some great things brewing on this channel. Thank you, Juice. I appreciate you saying that. We're shooting for the stars. Maybe we'll land on the moon. We'll see. Chili says, not gonna lie, I lurk often. Make a point of being focused when I need time to be. I appreciate you, Chili. You do enough as it is, buddy. Thank you. Prismatic says, do you have any advice on when pre-orders drop on guarantee a copy of the collector's edition? Because I know that a whole bunch of people will be swarming Rockstar's site to get it. I don't have any information on when pre-orders are going to drop. I would say keep your eyes peeled for the next 30 days and just be ready. Sav's name is John Rockstar. Gustav says, love your content and bringing the whole GTA 6 community together with the roundtable on the website. Well, I'm glad you feel that way. That was kind of my goal with it. I don't know. I like bringing people together, man. That's fun for me. I get a kick out of that. Don Knox with the $10 says, I used to make content on YouTube years ago and had a decent following, but life got in the way and had to quit. Seeing your content grow has sparked it again. Getting a new PC and going to start. Hell yeah, brother. Let's go. It's never too late to restart. It's never too late to start. Thank you so much for the 10. I appreciate you. That's worth a banana dance. King Breezy says, I'm a regular at this point. I see the notification. I join the second I get it. That's awesome, dude. Let's go. I appreciate you. So good. It says, Sav, you look like your name could be Joseph. It's not. It's not. Oliver says, I should be asleep. It's soon going to be 5 in the morning here. Well, go to bed. I love that you're watching, but don't screw your whole day up tomorrow just watching me. Maybe we'll as soon as we go live, as soon as we go full time with this, I'll be doing some more daytime streams. So for those of you over in the UK or whatever, we'll be able to get in on some more action. Asked who it was through Vinewood Access and respect the consistency. Sav, I've been wanting to get a membership and eventually I'll be able to get a membership. I absolutely love your content, bro. Well, you're a member right now. Thanks to Worst by Far. So, I appreciate you. Thank you for just watching. Walker says, what up, Sav? Happy Friday. As a Rockstar investor, average human that has Take-Two as their biggest stock in their very small portfolio, love your stream. Cheers. Sipping on Wild Turkey 101 tonight. Let's go, bro. Well, you should come back for Whiskey Wednesday, Walker K95. I haven't seen you in here before, but you should come back for Whiskey Wednesday stream. They're fun. They're a lot of fun. Overly says, hello, Sav. Love these streams you do. I'm glad. I'm glad that you're enjoying them. Thank you for watching. Appreciate it. Spizike Spiegel says, St. Louis is a good city, and that guy who asked about you going live did that same shit in VPA stream. Going live. The guy who asked... Oh, J.K. Walker? Chad Bergman says, I'm looking forward to trailer 3, but not a big deal to me. Fair enough. I can respect that. Can't imagine we wouldn't get another GTA 6 trailer. Oh, no, we're getting at least 2 more. At least 2 more, probably 3 or even 4. And that, I know that sounds crazy, but you guys got to think about it. Trailer 3. Then you've got gameplay trailer, at least 1 of those. Maybe even 2, depending on how big that it is. And then you've got the launch trailer. So that's at least 4 trailers. So, Aquatic Trek says, I think I should start to chat in here more. My wife is tired of hearing about the GTA 6 stuff from me. Well, this is a perfect place to talk about it, man. And yes, you should chat in here more. I like seeing more people engage in the chat. Makes me happy. GTA Chicago, 222 likes. Let me make that adjustment here real quick. Oh, we almost had it. It won't let me do 222. We'll do it at 223. American Missile with a $2 says, GD's man, looking forward to the future. I appreciate you, brother. Me too. Me too. Where can we buy lookalikes of Doug? Says Ramen Noodles 85. I don't know that you can buy them because I 3D printed him. If you have a 3D printer, I can send you the link for the 3D print. I thought about printing off a bunch of those and then doing like, you know, for like if you hit like 6 months as like a member, I could mail you one. If you were comfortable giving me your address or a PO box or something, I could mail it to you. But Chad Bergman says, does anyone know if they'll do a special edition console PS5 for GTA? I don't know. They have the marketing deal with Sony. I don't know exactly what that's going to result in yet. They haven't given us any details, but one of the things is like console bundles. So, Don Knox says, who edits your videos? And if it's you, what are some tips in this day and age? Gone are the days of Sony Vegas. So I edit some of my videos, and I have some help with other videos. But some tips I could give you are just try and anything that's like not needed or that sounds like fluff or just wasted words, just cut it out. You know, get to the point and try and make it entertaining along the way. Just here, I'll condense it. Respect people's time. There's a million things to do in a day. You want to respect people's time. So if somebody is like going to click on your video and like give you that, like just to get somebody to click on your video is like them saying, hey, I'm willing to invest some time in you for a moment. Earn that click. Don't waste it. And don't bait it either. Don't do a bait and switch. Is your name Sebastian? Nope, it's not. GTA Amish country. Well, watch out for that buggy and whip. Nicole says, it might sound dumb, but can you get collector's edition but code and not disc? I don't know. Like a discless collector's edition? Maybe. GTA, it's just Kansas. Don't forget GTA 6 online trailer. That's true. Yeah, that's very true. Mr. A GTA Man says, yo, Sav. What's up, Mr. GTA Man? Prismatic says, thank you for what you do. I listen to you whenever I mow the yard, and it helps the time go by faster. Well, I'm glad that your lawn mowing is slightly less boring. GTA 6 locked in, bro. Yes, it is, Samuel Teal. It is 100% locked in for November 19th. Walker says, see your Whiskey Wednesday streams every now and then, but I'm sure you can relate. I got 2, both under 3 years old. Friday nights seem like the only free time I have. Have you played Forza Horizon 6? I have not played Forza Horizon 6. I totally understand where you're at with 2 kids, both under 3. I've been there, not with 2 at the same time, but I've had kids, 2 kids, and I've gone through the 1 to 3 age, and it's a lot, so I totally get it. By the time they're both in bed, you're probably like wifed and ready to be in bed yourself. But I appreciate you hanging out with me on a Friday night. DeAndre says 4 trailers in 6 months. Nah, I doubt it. All right. How much you want to bet? Someone else, those of you that have played a lot of Rockstar games, and you've been playing for a long time and following all the trailers that they do, why don't you tell me in the chat how many trailers you think we're going to end up with? I think, DeAndre, I think you're going to be very surprised. Renzo Plays says, what's good, Sav? What's up, man? Mr. Zevlo, put the link for the 3D print file in the Discord. I will do that. At the end of the stream, remind me, and I will do that. Jupiter says, I was told to come in here and ask how you feel about Jason being a cop. Oh, my God.
You are a worthless piece of shit! Get out of my face!
You're fired.
I want to know who told you to do that, Jupiter. I want to know. Ramen Noodles says, for Doug, I'd be comfortable sending my address just to buy him. Be dope with everyone else having a cool Doug. I won't make you buy him. I'm happy to send him if you've been a member for a while. But yeah, so I could. So Doug does not come out of the printer with the sunglasses and the smirk on his face. I do that with a Sharpie marker. So I'm happy to do that for you and send you a Doug. Just send me a message on Discord. Are you ready for GTA 6, Sav? Hell yeah, I'm ready for GTA 6. I am like so ready for GTA 6. Cook Cameron says, part of me is okay with minimum trailers because that leaves us with less confirmed info and we can be surprised when the game comes out. Yeah, I respect that. Yeah. Oh shit, I've got to scroll down, guys. I'm falling way behind here. I apologize. I'm not going to be able to get to all these. I just want to stay consistent with where chat is at. Mr. Sister says, like the stream or I will... oh, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. You almost had me, but thank you for the dono, but I can't say that. It's bad enough I got to say your name, mister. Spizike Spiegel with the $2 says, stop trying to get Sav IRL info. Let that man live. Let's see. Pickle Diller says, I think we'll get 10 trailers total. Trailer 3, 2 gameplay trailers, online trailer, launch trailer. So that's 5. Worst by far is pretty good with this stuff, guys. I've seen enough of his comments to know that he knows what the hell he's talking about. And he's right there with me. Trailer 3, 2 gameplay trailers, online trailer, launch trailer. That's 5. Yanis, what's up, man? Says, haha, been a while. We have at least 3, 4 more. I'm thinking more 4 or 5. He might be a cop. Jason might be a cop for real.
You are a worthless piece of shit! Get out of my face!
You're fired.
No. I believe 2 more trailers, trailer 3, and then a gameplay trailer before launch, so that's 4. Chad Bergman says, I think 4 or 5 trailers. Is Yoshi part of the band vid from the old school Smash Brothers commercial? Yes, it is. Can we send our address even if we aren't qualified to obtain him? Yes, we'll have to. Well, I'll figure that out. Don't go sending me your addresses, guys, yet until we figure that out. I'll make some sort of announcement when it comes time, and we'll do it like in a secure way too. I don't want people just like DMing me their address. I don't want to be responsible for anything bad happening or anything like that. So we'll figure something out. We'll do it in like an official manner. Maybe I'll put him in like some store, whatever. We'll figure something out. But yeah, I'm happy to send some Dougs out. Walker says 6 trailers in total, 3 6 trailers total. 3 cinematic, like trailer 1 and 2. And that is like a gameplay. Oh, so 6, you're counting trailer 1, trailer 2. So you're saying 4 more is what you're saying. Makes sense. Trailer 3, gameplay trailer 1 and 2, launch trailer, GTA Online trailer. Yep. So, imagine that. I know a thing or two. Yogurt Slavia says, hey, Sav, do you think... That's actually a cool name, by the way. Yogurt Slavia says, hey, Sav, do you think there will be something on the north shore of Lake Leonida? One town on the lake seems odd to me. You know, I haven't spent enough time looking at, like the coastline, the intercoastal line of Lake Leonida. There may be another town on there somewhere that they could do. I don't know exactly if they'll do that or not. Oh shoot, I've been neglecting Twitch chat again. We're down to like 6 concurrent. Whoever's still in there watching, just know that I love you and I appreciate you, and I am so sorry that I'm ignoring you guys. I really am. Let's see. Pickle says, I hope Rockstar makes an effort to stop scalpers for the collector's edition. Yes. Yeah, you should only be allowed to buy 2 maximum. Like 1 for you and 1 for your spouse or something. Forza has around 550 cars, I think. W Sav is live. What's up, Sav? What's up, JK Walker? Doug on 6hub. I think he hates us all. Bav, you know that's not true. Fun fact about that drill sergeant in the movie was a real drill sergeant. Yeah, I know. He also did, what was that show? It was on, it was on the History Channel. It was like Major Mail Time or something like that. I can't remember what it was. Somebody knows. I guarantee you somebody knows. That drill sergeant guy from that clip that I play on here. I can't remember his name, but he had a show where he would it was like a show for guys, and it was like it would have gotten canceled now, but this was like maybe 20 years ago. I can't remember what that was. Hooligan just posted the Discord link for you. Mr. Sister with another 2 says, happy B-Day to Mike. You almost had me. You almost had me, mister. Almost had me. No, not the Man Show with Adam Carolla and Jimmy Kimmel. It was something different. Walker says, do you think GTA 6 Online trailer would come out before GTA 6 base game launch? I don't think it would. No, it's going to come out after. Probably a week or 2 before it launches. I don't see Online coming out till at least 6 months later. Oh, no. Walker, no. GTA Online is going to be out within 30 days of the launch. Like, yeah. No. 6 months is way too late. Yeah. Are you going to play GTA Live and do one last drive before GTA 6, Sav? Yeah, probably. We might do something like that. Arlie Emery, yes, that's his name, but I can't remember the name of the show. I know the movie was Full Metal Jacket, but I can't remember the name of the show that he had. Didn't he? I think he did test weapons in that show, and then he had a mailbag too that he would do. That's what I remember. Just scored a brand new PS5 Pro for $550 on Facebook Marketplace. No way. Did you really? Did you get scammed? Are you sure it's in the box? Mail call. That's what it is. Tyler Murphy remembers. It was mail call. I knew it had something to do with mail. Yes, it's called mail call. Yes. I swear I was reading it wondering the same thing. Mail Call, Full Metal Jacket is a great movie. Yes, thank you. Yep. Lock and Load was the name of the show, I think. I don't know if I've seen that, but I remember Mail Call, yes. As long as I have time to finish the story mode. I'm sure you will. If you can't finish the story mode in 30 days, then are you really a GTA fan? That's not fair to say. You might be really busy. You might have a full-time job and kids and all that stuff. Gunny Time. I feel like I remember the name Gunny, and I feel like I recognized Gunny Time, but it was the show I was talking about was Mail Call. Ermy, not Emery. Oh, okay. We'll get 3 Max, trailer 3, June, 10 minutes gameplay trailer, September, and launch in November. I don't think so, DeAndre. I don't think so. I can respect you sticking to your guns, but I don't think so, man. You're in the minority on that one. I think we're getting 4 trailers. At least 4 more. Check it for roach eggs. Check what for roach eggs? Atomic Glitch with a 5 says, here's an idea. Would it be crazy if we did a Wanted series like the Wanted YouTube channel that all of us are a part of in GTA 6 Online? Like the Wanted YouTube channel. Why is that not ringing a bell? A Wanted series like the Wanted YouTube channel that all of us are a part of in GTA 6 Online. Bav says, gotta record some voiceovers. See you, Bav. I don't know what that is, Atomic, but I am, like, not at all opposed to doing, like, a significant amount of community events. Like, I probably at least one a week when GTA Online launches, so. Wow, I am an old, I feel like I'll need 6 months to actually enjoy the story before I get into online. Did Red Dead Online launch within 30 days of the base game? I don't know that Red Dead Online did, but that was new. They had never done a Red Dead Online before. But GTA 5 Online launched, when was that? How long after GTA 5 did online release? I think it was like 2 weeks. Yeah. 2 weeks after it launched, online dropped. Well, let's see. I finished GTA 5 in less than a day, I think. It'll probably take me a day and a half. Mail Call was on History Channel. Yes. Yes. You are correct, Bri. What's up, Crusader? Welcome. Man Show. I do remember the Man Show. That was back in the day, man. Adam Carolla and Jimmy Kimmel. It got a little raunchy though, man. There was some of that stuff was a little much, I think. But it was funny. It had some good stuff. Oh, Sav, you got to check out one of GTA 5 videos, peak content. I'm sure I've probably seen him before. The name is just not ringing a bell. Do they do a lot of like challenges and stuff? Is that where that whole wanted poster thing comes from? Where everybody's like, "Oh, I want a wanted poster." Is that what that is? Because I think I've seen that. I just didn't recall the name. Hey, Sav, how long is the story on GTA 6? I don't know. Couldn't tell you. I would expect it to be just as long as Red Dead Redemption 2. Maybe even a little bit longer. Mailbag with Gunny. Yep, that was the segment on Mail Call. Red Dead Online beta went live 30 days after launch. There you go. How do I think the story will end, Aquatic? I don't know. And I've said I don't know if I really care too much how they end the story as long as the writing is good. Like, if the writing is good, it doesn't really matter to me, you know? I want the characters to have like a meaningful storyline and like a good story arc. If one of them has to die, so be it. If they both have to die, whatever. If neither one of us die, that's fine too. Like, I just want like a meaningful ending. If I had to guess, I would say they both survive. I think, and they're gonna survive because everybody thinks that they're gonna die because they've been pushing this Bonnie and Clyde narrative. Deer bow season opens in September in my state, so that's really good to help me pass the time until November. Yeah, so deer season, bow season opens September 15th in my state. I'm not much of a bow hunter. I've gone out probably 3 times. I can shoot a recurve bow pretty good, but I shoot like a 50-pound bow, which I don't feel super comfortable trying to take a deer with. I suppose you could, but it would have to be really, really close. And my main reason for not wanting to hunt in September where I live is because of the humidity and the mosquitoes. In the area that I go hunting, it's gnarly. I go hunting in some floodplains, and the mosquitoes are just gnarly that time of year. So I tend to wait until the first couple freezes and during rifle season, and that's when I really start doing my hunting. But I don't know. It depends on how excited I get. Like if I'm really jonesing to get out there, I might go out during muzzleloader, which starts October 1st. So it just depends. But Crusader, you haven't missed anything like super crazy. We've just been kind of hanging out and talking GTA 6 and having a good time. Oh yeah, you're right, Toph. Why did I not remember that? You're absolutely correct. There was online in Red Dead 1. I totally forgot about that because I remember now being down in the desert in Mexico and battling out with gunfights and all that. You're 100% correct. Wow, I feel like an idiot. Yes, you are correct. Can't believe that I didn't think about that. They implemented a lot of new features with Red Dead Online for 2. But yes, you are correct. There was online for Red Dead 1. Hey Sav, I'm a Steam newbie. What are some fresh features you would like to see in GTA 6 that we've never had in a GTA game before? The main one that I am really pushing for is K9 units. Love to see K9 units in GTA 6. But welcome. I'm glad that you're here. Welcome. I hope you come back for more streams. I say both die like Bonnie and Clyde, but I think that's too predictable, Tordai. I think that's too predictable. Four was so good. Yes, it was, Dayton. Sav goes hunting in real weather conditions. I like it cold. I'm a big guy. I'm 6'1", 240. I like it cold, you know? I don't do good in like humid environments with mosquitoes. I've literally planned a whole hunt with my daughter. We got out to the spot, got out of the car, and it was after like some flooding had taken place. The mosquitoes were so thick, as soon as you got out of the car, they were all over your face. And I was like, nope, got back in the car, we turned around, drove home. I'm like, I'm not doing it. It's not worth it. Not even close. I hate mosquitoes. There's nothing worse than hearing that right in your ear when you're like just trying to like sit and hunt, dude. Oh man, I hate it. And I've got these little things that like are supposed to deter mosquitoes. I forget what they're called, but you can clip them on your waistband or whatever, and it like puts out like this. It heats up these little pads and it puts this like chemical smell in the air that's supposed to like deter them. It doesn't work that well. Lazy gun guy, I'm not doing that. I'm not saying it. You're not getting me. Yes, you did have a zebra in Red Dead Redemption 1 online. You could also do, you could ride around on a donkey. I do remember all that, yep. The sniper was way overpowered in Red Dead 1 online. I remember that too. I think online might come in February, in my opinion. DeAndre, I think you're kind of off there. I think if you really take a good hard look at like Rockstar's history and how they do this, you'll find that we're more than likely going to get 4 more trailers, and we're somewhere between 2 weeks and 4 weeks after launch we're getting online. But I respect your opinion. Everybody has a right to be wrong, even you, DeAndre. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just playing. Chad Bergman says, nice. Very hot in my state, too. I hunt with a crossbow and compound and gun hunt late in November, too, but not this November. I'll be chilling with y'all playing GTA 6. Yeah, I already told my daughter, I was like, whatever deer hunts you're wanting to do, it's got to happen before the 19th of November, because we ain't doing it afterwards. I'm sorry. I normally hunt heavily like the back half of November all the way through December, but I'm going to have to get all my hunting done before November 19th. I still want to know if Lucia's ankle tag means constant heat outside of curfew. Maybe. I mean, I don't know what kind of gameplay implications it's going to have. You know, we may not even be able to control Lucia until that ankle bracelet comes off. And we don't even know if that ankle bracelet like stays on during gameplay. That could just be like, You know, like the opening credits or the opening scene in the game, guys, could take place over the course of like several weeks or even months, you know? Could just be like, she gets out of prison, you see them kind of living their life, doing their thing. Maybe they give you snippets of gameplay to kind of get you used to the controls. And then by the time they give you full control over the player, it's been a few months and that ankle bracelet comes off. We don't know. We don't know. Spizike says 61240, Sab beating ass out there. Yo, Sab, how do you think Jason's military past could influence the story of GTA 6? I don't know. I mean, they could take that in whatever direction they want. I don't know that it's going to affect the story so much as it's going to affect the gameplay. You know, I think somebody was doing a video about the tactical awareness of the characters and some of the screenshots and trailers and stuff that we got. Like, they're very mindful of, like, hand placement and, you know, trigger discipline and all that stuff. Like, Raul Batista, you can tell he's got some sort of tactical training. Jason definitely does. I mean... I think they've really baked that into the cake. I absolutely hate the heat, Chad. Yeah. I mean, back in Missouri, like, September is nice. You know? September is nice. September in South Carolina is not nice. September in South Carolina is hot. Some things are worth buying in stores. I agree. I bet the off spray doesn't work either. I mean, it can, but the problem is, like, if you spray all those chemicals and stuff on you, then all the animals you're hunting can smell you coming a mile away. So you can't really do that. You just got to be careful. You got to use like unscented or natural scented mosquito repellent. And even then, it's like, you know, the animals smell it. Bow season in South Carolina is rough. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. With lottery in the trailer, when Jason is walking out of the store with a cold six-pack, do you think we can buy a lottery ticket and have winning numbers every week online? Maybe. I think that'd be really cool, but I think that's probably just set dressing, to be honest. TGG's been on a few of those wanted videos and won a couple, I believe. You got to check it out, bro. The one where all the countries go to war was funny AF. I think I've seen one of those videos before. I saw the last one where they were all... I saw the one where if they got eliminated, they got sent to the hospital or whatever. They had to lay in a hospital bed and nobody knew like who the next person was going to be walking through the doors. I saw that. That was pretty funny. I miss fort takeovers from Red Dead 1 Online. I vaguely remember the fort takers. See, I didn't spend a lot of time playing Red Dead Online because it didn't feel like the same game to me. It felt very different. Mister says, I'm done trolling now, LOL. Much love, brother. P.S. Bav is a... Not saying that, but thank you for the dono. Thank you, mister. Imagine having to be tight-lipped on GTA 6 for a decade. And how's your drive going, by the way? Are you almost home now? You got to be within, what, 3 hours of being home, right? Imagine having to be tight-lipped about GTA 6 for a decade. NDAs, etc. Damn. Yeah, I don't know how they do it. I really don't know how they do it. I mean, I guess they do it by suing the ever-living crap out of whoever breaks the NDA. Lazy Gun Guy says, I'm not a hunter. I just love to shoot. I shoot in matches, too. Oh, that's cool. So you're like a competitive shooter. Have you ever seen those quick draw guys? That's impressive. Like, that's really impressive. There was this one guy that's just like you could barely see him draw and shoot. It's just amazing. Gustav says, I've never liked online, actually. I'm really hoping for more roleplay and more in-depth customization in your apartment house, but also in your business. I want it to feel more personal. I'm with you. Yeah, I don't necessarily enjoy, like, the vanilla online experience. I myself would rather do some UGCRP stuff as well. I'm with you 100%. Adam said, I don't remember who said it, but opening the game in Liberty City and the snow, of course, would be amazing. That'd be cool, but I don't think they're going to do that. Love and trust will be a nice new theme for GTA and life in general these days. Yeah, it'd be a nice way to balance and offset all the craziness that they're going to have in that game, that's for sure. I'm going to have to reschedule dinner with my wife because the game comes out on our anniversary. No, don't do that. Don't do that. You might just have to take one, bro. Don't. Don't do that. If you're going to do that, then you take her early and you go all out. You go all out Take her to her favorite restaurant, take her shopping, buy her whatever the hell she wants to buy. And, you know, just say, hey, you know, I know that you know, because you love me and care about me, that this GTA game that's coming up means a lot to me, and I've been waiting years to play it. So what I'm gonna do is, instead of us celebrating our anniversary on our anniversary, I'm gonna take you out and spoil you like a week ahead of time. Whatever you wanna do, we're gonna do it. We're gonna have a good time. I'm all yours. I'm not gonna look at my phone. You know, the works, man. Opening her car door, everything. And then make sure that you don't like completely neglect her on your anniversary. Like maybe get her some flowers and a card, because she's not gonna expect that. And be like, I know I said I wasn't gonna celebrate on our anniversary, but here's some flowers, here's a card, here's a bottle of wine, your favorite chocolate, whatever. I love you. You mean everything to me, but I'm gonna go back to playing my game. You know what I mean? And she'll appreciate that. Mr. Sister says he's 6'6", 280 pounds. God dang. I wouldn't want to fight you in a bar. Hey, Sav, first time watching you live. Thanks for distracting all of us while we wait for the game. We appreciate you more than you know. Well, I appreciate you guys more than you know. I really, like, still can't get over the fact that so many people like my videos. Like, the first time I made one, I was just trying to make a cool video just to see if I could make a cool video. And I got some decent feedback, and I just kept doing it, and then finally kind of caught on. I'm like, man, maybe people like this. And so I just started doing it. It became a thing. So I'm still blown away at how many people like my stuff. So I gotta scroll down a little bit, fellas. I'm falling behind. Hell nah, don't do that. The Nightcap better than this game. Let's see. Repropose to her this summer, and boom, that's your new anniversary, and you're free on the 19th. That's actually that's a great idea. Different level, new age, new so much more media. My anniversary's on the same day. She told me she would camp outside of Best Buy just to get the physical copy. Dude, that's a keeper, man. That is a freaking keeper. Hey, look at Sav with the Mackin. Hopefully Nasty Winter to hunker down and snow in to play. Oh, she definitely playing it with me, not taking no for an answer. 2.5 hours to go. Drive would be better if my signal would hold. Well, you're almost home, brother. I wish I could entertain you for the whole drive, but I've got about maybe 30 minutes left in me before I call it for the night. I think the song goes, he was 6'6" and weighed 245, Big John. I don't remember that. I don't know that song. Not gonna lie, Sav, I thought you had like 500,000 subs. You like one of the top 10 results when you search GTA 6. Really? Am I coming up that regularly? That's wild. That's cool. I mean, I'm not complaining. I appreciate you saying that. Lazy Gun Guy says, so you're basically that one giant biker in Ambrosia. I'm ready for GTA 6 social media, especially Tinder. Oh God, Brandon. Xbox posted on X telling everyone to wishlist. Yeah, I saw that. If you guys didn't see that, Xbox, like the official Xbox, told everybody to wishlist GTA 6 earlier today. Sav, your site is my second favorite site with the hub in it. Well, make it the first. That other one's not good for you, man. That stuff is not good for you. Do you think a special edition could come with the old rumored GTA 4 port? I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so. Crusader says, why don't you think they will open with Liberty City? I think they definitely could. Maybe just building a small portion for the prologue, just like GTA 5 did at the start of the game. I mean, I suppose they could. I just don't see them doing that. I don't know if I have a good reason why. I just, like, to me, the story that they're gonna tell in Leonida, I just don't think they would want that overshadowed by the prospect of Liberty City being playable. They want to make Leonida big and amazing and cool. They don't want you going, ooh, Liberty City, aw, Leonida. You know what I mean? That would be I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong about that. Big John, Big Sweet John, or was that a spoof of the original? It's crazy how a video game can bring so many people together. GTA 6, baby. I know, right? Video games been bringing a lot of people together for a long time, man. Some of my best friends that I've ever had, I've bonded with over video games. Actually, I like most friends. Yeah, most like any friends that I'm still friends with today, I've bonded with over video games. Kids down, Sav stream on the background, and Forza 6 kind of night. Let's go. Let's go. I hope you win all your races. Can't wait to drive around and explore. Me too. That's probably the thing I am like most excited about. Real note though, me and the wife sit here and watch your streams together. Love your engagement with the viewers and the content. I'm glad you guys are both enjoying that. I hope she's enjoying it. I'm sorry, Mrs. Aquatic Trex, if you're not enjoying this and you'd rather be doing something else, but you're just a good wife. But that's cool. Fair point. What if they did a prologue where it starts off with Jason in the army? That'd be kind of cool, but I don't know. I guess what I'm kind of getting at is I don't know that we're gonna get a prologue in GTA 6 just because we had one in GTA 5. I think 5 kind of demanded a prologue because you needed to kind of tell the backstory of Jason and Trevor. I'm sorry, Michael and Trevor before the game started. You know, because that was a big part of the story is, you know, Trevor finding Michael again and so on and so forth. And it also kind of gave you a little, you know, a place to kind of learn the controls and all that stuff. I don't necessarily think they need to do a prologue to kind of have the same sort of like mini tutorial thing, you know. Red Dead Redemption 2 didn't have like a, when I say prologue, I mean like flashback prologue or like, you know, whatever. I'm using prologue very loosely, but what I mean is like I don't think they need to go back in time. J.K. Walker, oh shit, I gotta get back to the Twitch stream. Yeah, Sav loves us. I do love you guys. Says worst by far. So we doing an RDO stream, Sav? Red Dead Online? Maybe we could do that. I wouldn't mind doing that. Never been hunting, sadly, says Canon. She could cut it off. I don't know what that that last one means, Canon. But if you ever want to go hunting, come on out to South Carolina. I'll take you hunting. Fair point. What if they did a prologue where it starts? Oh, never mind. I read that. Putting Liberty in the game at the start would be a nonstop. Add the full map 6 to the comments. That's true. That's very true, Brian. Yep. That's kind of what I mean. It would almost overshadow Vice City. I don't think you guys may disagree with me on this, but I don't think they should show us anything related to Liberty City unless they're going to give us the whole of Liberty City, either in DLC content for 6 or its own standalone game in 7. That's just my opinion. I don't want to be teased with a tiny little bit of the map that I can't really do anything with, you know? To LTC4, thank you for the flow state. I appreciate the jewels. Gustav says, no doubt it would be much of a tease to get a snippet of Liberty City. Yep. The Pudding LC in 6 comments. The Pudding. Oh, you were agreeing with that. I got you. Shicky Boy Plays. He's a lurker. Welcome. I think if you're responding to my comments, he may find this later. I don't know if you're watching live or you're like an hour behind, Shuki, but welcome. Either way, I'm glad you're here and I'm glad you're hanging out. It should start off as Lucia already in prison, and after the you know how you got there, bad luck, I guess, then a flashback with gameplay leading to her arrest. I mean, they could do that. They could do that, I guess. I don't know. I guess I'm not saying I'm like against doing a flashback. What I'm saying is they don't need to do it. They don't need to do a flashback this time. But some people really like that, I guess. K-Max says, I was thinking they were going to have a few missions in Liberty City like Guarma and Red Dead Redemption 2. If they do anything like Guarma and Red Dead Redemption 2, I'm willing to bet it's going to be in South America. And it's going to involve some sort of like drug smuggling operation or something like that. Sister says, Sav, I hate when people want to fight the big guy in the bar. I hate hurting people, so I just get naked when people want to fight. No one wants to fight a naked guy. That's a great strategy, dude. And I can see you doing that. Not visually see you doing that. I can see someone like you getting naked in a bar instead of fighting. I think putting the West Coast in the game would work as DLC. You would just have to fly via cutscene. Yeah, I mean, they could do that. They could do that. DeAndre, no, I'm not from South Carolina. I live in South Carolina now. I'm originally from Missouri. That's cool that you're from Charleston. I'm not in Charleston. I'm in the other side of the state. I can't say exactly where. I don't want to like dox myself on the internet, but I do live in, I'll say north of Charleston. That's what we'll say. But I'm not in the coastal side. Would they do a flashback? They could do a flashback. I don't think they need to though. That was my argument toward I. Good evening, Patrick. Welcome. Pickle Dealer says, Sav leaking a lot these past few streams. No, that's nothing I haven't said already. I mean, if you guys try really, really hard, you can go back and you can find my name and you can find, you know, where I live. Like, I was a little more loose-lipped with it a long time ago, and then I got to talking with some other content creators. And you know what worries me, guys, honestly, is like the whole swatting thing, you know? I'm not necessarily worried about it right now, but if this channel continues to grow and I'm live streaming, like the thought of cops showing up and kicking down my front door with like guns drawn and I have like a 5-year-old walking around, dude, like that makes my heart sink. And it's sad that people would even do something like that. But unfortunately, there's a serious lack of like morals on the internet. Nobody, like these 13, 14-year-old kids or, you know, God forbid, someone older than that thinking that that's funny. Just like really the thought of that is the only reason that I'm this careful about, you know, my personal information. I'd love to tell you what city I'm in. I'd love to tell you what my first name is, but you know, I may forget that I said it on this stream, and then 6 months from now or 2 years from now or 5 years from now, you know, if my channel has grown to a huge, you know, whatever, and then some asshole wants to, you know, do something terrible, you know what I mean? I gotta protect my family, so that's why I can't give too much detail. I'm planning on doing that, Pickle. Yeah, I'm planning on calling the local police department and telling them I'm a content creator and all that stuff. But even then, they still have to show up. They still have to do their job. So maybe it'll just like having that note in the system, they'll at least be less, you know, trigger happy, hopefully. But yeah. Patrick says, quick recap of the earnings call, or can I go watch your video I found before you were live? That's actually probably better, Patrick. I don't mean to like, you know, tell you to go watch, tell you to leave or anything. You're welcome to stay and hang out if you want. But if you want like a good quality, like condensed, like minimal yap version of the recap of the earnings call, that video I posted earlier today is like the perfect way to do that. Spizike says, you got kids in a real life and you don't have the luxury of being able to buy security. That's right. Yeah, not yet anyway. You know, as things scale up, I mean, it has a way of kind of working itself out, and then you can, you know, do certain things and move into certain neighborhoods and all that stuff to kind of protect yourself. But until then, yeah. Dark Mam says, have Frog Boy on. Sav, I feel bad for him. I'd love to have Frog Boy on if he ever wants to come on and chat. Lack of fathers is more like it. Oh yeah, you bet your ass, dude. Like if I had a 13 or 14-year-old kid that like, if I found out they were like responsible for something like that, oh man, yeah. Now I'd be driving their ass to the police department that they called wherever that was in the country, and I'd have them go in and they'd give a 2-hour presentation on why that's a terrible idea and how they feel, you know. Yeah, there'd be repercussions for sure. Whatever video game console, you know, they play their games on would go in the trash can. Whatever computer or cell phone they watched the stream on that they did that on would go in the trash can. Yeah, there's just, you know, there's a lack of parenting, and it's not all parents' fault. I mean, a lot of these people that do that shit are unfortunately older, you know, and they're not just kids. Like, I'm sure there are like 20-year-old kids that are sitting in a basement somewhere, or 20-year-old dudes sitting in a basement somewhere. They're like, oh, I'm gonna swat this guy. You know, they're not thinking about the repercussions, or maybe they don't care, which is worse. You know, but yeah, it's wild. Hopefully, no person ever does that. Yeah, I hope not. Psycho says, Sav, got your local bacon factory and tell them you're a YouTube creator. Show it to them, your location under them to cover your backside when dumb people seating others. Well, yeah, like I said, they still got to show up. They still got to have guns drawn. They still got to knock on the door. And you still got to do the whole raise your hands up and walk outside bullshit, you know. It's just unfortunate. And my son is special needs, too. Like, he's not going to understand that. Even if he was 12, if this happens like 7 years from now, he's 12, he's not going to understand, you know? And if they're giving him commands that he's not following, you know what I mean? That's the kind of shit that scares me. So, if it ever gets to the point where the community's like too toxic and like my family's like legit in danger, I'll have to shut it down. At least not do live streams anymore. So, people have died in swattings. It's true. They have. Imagine people getting swatted in GTA 6 like a parody of Speed or something. Well, to me, it's like, I get why that might be funny for someone that doesn't do, but it like scares the shit out of me. So like that, it wouldn't even be funny for me. I would just be like, man, that's unfortunate. Say, I have contacts with assassins. Let me know if you get a swatter. Oh, man. Nah, I won't be doing that. I hope you're joking, Cenox, but thank you for looking out. Bav, give Dark Mam some crackers. He's hungry and tired of being locked in your basement. I don't think Bav is here anymore. I think he left. He went to go do some voiceovers. Cannon said in the Twitch chat, my brother once played airsoft without goggles. He had to smash his airsoft gun. Oh, damn. I think the reason that I'm not paying attention to the Twitch chat is because it never moves. Like once every like maybe 5 or 10 minutes, somebody will like put a comment in there and I don't catch it out of my peripheral vision and it looks more or less the same than the last time I looked at it. So maybe we'll like integrate it next time and figure out a better way to do this to where like, I know what I'll do. Next time we'll integrate the chat and then right above the chat we'll have the like recent activities. That's what we'll do. That way we don't miss any donations there. The worst thing we used to do back in the mid-'80s was prank call our friends' parents, hang up the phone, and laugh. Yeah. It's, you know, honest times, man. I know some streamers have set up where the police call you, and if you don't answer, they'll send people out. Pray you can get that set up. Yeah, I mean, I think you probably have to be a certain size or something for that. I don't know. I don't know how all that works, but I do plan on talking with the local police department at some point. Strauss said 3 new IPs for Rockstar after 2027. Did he? Is that true? I don't recall seeing that quote anywhere. Ned Luke's been swatted like 10 times and even knows the cops show up every time. It's sad. In that regard, I pray for you, Sav. It doesn't happen to you and your family, man. I appreciate you, Hondo. Yeah, I mean, again, I'm not like overly concerned about it right now. I'm still, you know, a lot of these are like worries of like larger content creators, but it's just something on my mind as like this channel grows, you know? Like, I just like, I don't know. I've even had talks with my wife about it. Like, hey, unfortunately, you have to like private all your stuff, like your Facebook private, you know, all of it, you know, just to be safe. If possible, you could have both chats on the screen. I do have both chats on the screen. I'm just not seeing the chats. There's Pickle popping up in the. He's got a little dancing dinosaur emoji down there. He's still hanging out. What's your favorite thing to do in online? Probably just like do heists and stuff with friends, really. Bully 2, LA Noire 2. I wouldn't mind an LA Noire based in the 70s, like a gritty 19. It would have to be before like CCTV cameras and stuff, I think. Otherwise, it would be too. I don't know. I suppose they could do it in modern times, but then it's basically like Grand Theft Auto. You know what I mean? Like I feel like an LA Noire style game has to be like kind of an era piece. I'm thinking like 60s, maybe even 70s, like a 70s Chicago would be cool. I think that would be a really cool vibe. And you could have slightly more modern weapons than we had with LA Noire, you know? You can call it Chicago Nor or something. I don't know. Or maybe they do LA in the 70s. I don't know. Bully Remaster would be tougher than Bully 2. I don't know that they would do another Bully right now. Maybe. Hey Sav, what's the number one thing you're excited for most for GTA 6? Being able to play with like content creators and the community, a lot of you guys, like getting in there and playing some games and doing some stuff. That's what I'm most excited for. Like the story will be cool and all that stuff, but I'm like, the faster online comes, the better, because that way I get to actually like engage with you guys more and like play more stuff. And I want to do stuff too, like, you know, Bav's squad versus Sav's squad, you know, and get some shooters, you know, or maybe like do an RP server where like Bav has his own gang, whatever he wants to call them, like the Bogans, you know, and we'll be like the Banana Bunch, and we have like gang turf wars, you know, we just like roll up and do some drive-bys on the blues, blue on yellow or yellow on blue violence, you know, like stuff like that, man. That's the kind of stuff that like, dude, that would be so much fun and funny too. Like, and then turning that stuff into videos, you know. Ding Dong Ditch is peak entertainment. Choose targets wisely, though. That is very true. I wouldn't even recommend doing Ding Dong Ditch anymore, man. It's a great way to get shot. Heat the movie. It's a good movie. Would you rather have a medieval game or pirate game? Pirate game, hands down. Medieval games are... I get why people like them, and they're cool in their own way, but to me, it's just... It's not exciting enough, you know? I think Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is like the best medieval game that I've ever played. And that's about as good as I think anybody can make one. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Rockstar could do a better job. Well, I'll put it this way. I'm sure if Rockstar really put all of their resources and money and skill into making a medieval game, it would be pretty damn good. Probably better than Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. But I think if I have the choice between Rockstar doing a medieval game or a pirate game, I'd say pirate game. More exciting. They do a really good job with that too. It'd blow Assassin's Creed Black Flag out of the water. Detroit Nor would be tough though. It would be. I think it'd be really cool, man. Ramen Noodle said, I grew up with a learning disability. I had fetal alcohol syndrome. Sure, there's a lot that I don't understand, so thank you for explaining things to where I can understand them. Yeah, no problem, man. No problem. We're all operating on different, you know, in different situations and stuff. I try to keep that in mind when I write scripts and stuff for videos. And I'm, you know, not a, you know, I'm not a, what do you call that? See, I can't even think of the damn word. Yeah, I don't know. I lost my train of thought. Let's see. Digital for that easy plug and play, physical collector's edition for the shelf. We're at 59% digital. Do they have Capture the Flag? Does what have Capture the Flag? I mean, I played Capture the Flag when I was younger. Talking about the game? That'd be cool. Oh, we got a couple donos. Green Entity with the 5 says, it's hard to be a GTA fan right now. We've all been getting our asses whipped for the past few weeks. We've been getting our asses whipped for the past 12 months. But welcome. Welcome to the party. Yeah, it is. It's tough to be a GTA fan right now, for sure. I feel that to my bones. But hopefully the wait is almost over. What if Rockstar made a Star Wars game? They'd knock it out of the park. Becky96 with a $4.99 says, I don't think they scrapped prone in GTA 6. If you look at the restaurant, Robert, I don't know. I think autocorrect got you there. But if you look at the restaurant scene from the leaks, civilians were prone taking cover too. Yeah, so there's, you know, there's a difference between, here's what I'll say. One, you could be right. Like, I personally, if I had to choose, I would say 51% of me says they didn't scrap prone, 49% says they did. But it's hard to know, like, which leaks are accurate, you know what I mean? And Rockstar will, like, compartmentalize information. That way, if a leak comes out and it has certain information in it, they know exactly where it came from. So it's very possible that, you know, the source that spilled the beans on whatever that was, if that was legitimate in the first place, was wrong about that. You know, we don't know. We'll find out. Or maybe they could have been right, and then Rockstar decided to change it and add prone back to the game. I mean, we don't know. Nobody knows. But it would be really nice to see prone in the game. But what I was gonna say is there's a difference between like what players can do and what like NPCs can do. You know what I mean? Like NPC animations, and like laying on the floor and like a hey, don't move or I'll shoot you kind of pose is something I would expect to see from an NPC, even if they didn't have prone in the game for players. You know what I mean? So that's just advancements in AI, you know, mechanics and all that stuff. So I agree and disagree, but mostly agree with you. So you more of a numbers guy? Nope. I don't really know what the context of that is, Spiegel, but no, I'm not really much of a numbers guy. It is possible for them to reveal the cover art before trailer 3. It will all be at the same time, question mark. I don't know, DeAndre. You know, it's possible. Yeah, it's possible that they reveal the cover art before trailer 3. But it could be after too. You know, they could do trailer 3 and then, you know, cover art pre-orders on the same day, you know. But pre-orders, cover art has to go live before pre-orders do. So, and you know, if they're going to announce pre-orders, it would make sense to do it right around the same time of the trailer. So it could be all at the same time as well. Who knows? I hope Rockstar eventually goes back to releasing more than one game per console generation. Then we could get that pirate game. That'd be really cool. Or maybe they just expand the studio and, you know, put more people on like GTA games, and then have like a side studio that's putting out other stuff. Gustav, what kind of new IP would you like to see from Rockstar? Like, if you could choose any kind of open world game with a new theme, what would it be? It would be a pirate game. It would just happen to be that he asked me that question, but it would be a pirate game from if Rockstar was to make any other game, like at any other point in time. I wouldn't want to go like future, like Cyberpunk. That stuff doesn't really appeal to me. I know some people really like it. I don't really want to go back in time either, unless we're like going to like the 70s for a detective style game, or we're doing like a pirate game, you know. Like, I don't think we need to do although I will say, like, if Rockstar, and this won't happen I don't think, because Take-Two owns the property for the Mafia games as well, but dude, could Rockstar make a badass Mafia game if they wanted to? You know what I mean? Like, oh my god. Put every other Mafia game to shame. But yeah, probably a pirate game. What's one kind of style of game could Rockstar make that they haven't made yet? Pirate game. Does GTA Online have Capture the Flag? I don't know. I haven't played a ton of GTA Online in the past like 10 years, honestly, just being honest. Pirate game would be great to use for the new water tech. It's true. That's very true. That's very true. And in the past, I've made videos about how Rockstar, they do like to, you know, invest tech in the right areas, like with future intentions in mind. So like when they built Guarma for Red Dead Redemption 2, I think they did that knowing that they were going tropical for GTA 6. So it's kind of a test bed for them to figure out like how to do stuff and play around with it and stuff like that. So, and then see how players would react to it. So I'm not saying we're getting a pirate game, but shit would be cool. GTA 6 is more silent than Elder Scrolls 6. Is that true? I don't think Bethesda or Todd Howard said anything about Elder Scrolls 6. Todd Howard's just more accessible because he's more of like he's more of a game dev, you know. It's not like or what did I say? Todd Howard. Did I say Sam Hauser or Todd Howard? What I meant to say was Todd Howard is more accessible. He's more out there in the public eye, participating in things and all that. So that's why it comes up more often. And he's more prone to do interviews. Sam Hauser and Dan Hauser are notoriously reclusive. So, what if Rockstar made a caveman game? I mean, if anybody could do a good job at it, it'd be them. But why make a caveman game? I feel like that'd be kind of boring. Far Cry tried to do it with whatever that bullshit was, it was stupid in my opinion. I mean, maybe somebody else liked it, but you know, riding a woolly mammoth and throwing spears at, you know, whatever was not fun. Considering Far Cry has always been like a first-person shooter game, shooter implying firearms, you know, for them to take that away was kind of stupid in my opinion. Prone is most likely in 6. That stuff is cool and wouldn't cause issues to keep it in. Yeah, I don't think it would cause issues. I mean, it's kind of like one of the most requested gameplay features that keeps getting overlooked. Pickle says, are you going to do any events on GTA 6 or GTA 5 leading up to 6? Maybe. We haven't really figured that out yet. We've kind of talked about some stuff, me and some other creators. We're trying to figure that out. Yes, Far Cry Primal, worst. Yep. That game was, meh. You liked it, J.K. Walker? I didn't like it. I'm a Far Cry 3 fan, you know? Far Cry 3, Far Cry 4. Even Far Cry 2. Like, my favorite Far Cry game before Far Cry 3 was Far Cry 2. And then 3 came out. And 3 is probably the best if I had to pick one. 4 was pretty good. But, yeah, the new ones are just not it, in my opinion. Domus Sav, oh, you got Sav in your name, man. Domus Sav Pedzivin says, hi, Sav. I found that another inspo behind the creation of Lucia research. Lucia Reichker, if you will. What do you think about it? I'm going to look this up. And if you're baiting me into something... Oh, shit. Damn, what? Hold up. I gotta show you guys this. Bro tells me to Google Lucia. I don't even know how you spell his name. Reichker. Tell me that doesn't look a lot like Lucia in the game. Her name is Lucia, and she's like a fighter, like a UFC fighter. I mean, she's 58 years old. But like, that kind of looks like Lucia, I'm not gonna lie. And she's a fighter, dude. That's kind of interesting. Maybe there is some inspiration behind that. I don't know. It's interesting.
Let's see how you do under pressure.
My bad, guys. Sorry, I had those buttons still playing from last time. Far Cry hasn't really evolved since 3. Kind of why 3 is the best. Yeah, I agree with you completely, Leakin' Hawkers. Yep. I think they had a fantastic formula with the quality of actor they hired to portray Vaz, Michael Mando. And or Vaz or whatever, I can't remember how you pronounce it. I think it was Vaz. And the fact that, you know, it was like a tropical map with boats and sharks and clear blue water and like all this. It was just perfect. It was a perfect Far Cry. And then they kind of they've just gone deeper and deeper into that like RPG thing. And I can't stand, you guys know me, I'm all about immersion and realism and all that stuff. I hate health bars above my enemies. I can't stand it. It makes me want to not play the game. If I see health bars, I won't play it. I just don't, like, unless it's like a dedicated like top-down RPG like Diablo or something like that. Like, I get that. But like health bars in a first-person shooter, nah, that's trash. Get that shit out of here. I hate that. I won't play it. So any Far Cry game that does health bars or anything like that is stupid. I think Far Cry 5 or the newest Far Cry, whatever it was, I don't think everybody had health bars, but some characters did or something. So, yeah, I couldn't get into it. Benki says, Lucia is a fighter, like throwing high kicks type of fighter. How deep do you think the fighting will go? Expand on the mechanics from Red Dead 2. Also, NASA site. So 2 questions. First part of your question is, how deep do I think the fighting mechanics are going to go? I think the fighting mechanics will be deep enough to where both characters feel very different in how they like fight and react. I think that's another good reason why we're only getting 2 characters and not 3. And I say only in a good way. I don't mean that I wish there were 3. I think 3 is too much. But when you have 2 characters, you can create 2 very different play styles, sort of like like The Last of Us. You know what I mean? Like you had Joel and Ellie, and they played very differently. Like Joel, you could like hold your own and like really mess some people up. But Ellie, I'm talking about in the first game, you know, you couldn't really do that. You had to kind of like be more careful with Ellie, and like as Joel, you had to protect Ellie, and as Ellie, you know, there were times you had to protect Joel, and you just had to do it differently. So, I'm not saying that, you know, Jason is going to be, you know, a better hand-to-hand fighter than Lucia. Maybe she holds her own or something, but I tell you this, like, you put a weapon in that man's hands, and he's probably a force to be reckoned with. And I doubt Lucia has the same tactical training. So what I mean is different characters, different play styles, different gameplay mechanics. It gives you a different experience. You could play the same mission with Jason as Lucia and have a completely different experience. You know what I mean? Or play the same mission as both of them, and you're playing as Jason doing one thing, and then you flip over to Lucia and have a completely different experience, and you don't have to rely on these tacky little special move things where you like slow down time, or, you know, go into like rage mode, or, you know, drive better with, you know what I mean? Like, those are cool, don't get me wrong, but like, it would be better if the differences in how those characters played were more we're deeper, I guess. I don't know what the term is that I'm looking for here. I guess integrated into just how they play, like, all the time, you know, without having to just... If you put Michael and Jason, or Michael and Trevor next to each other, they play identically until you hit the special button, the special move button, or special power button. You know what I mean? Like, they're the same. I don't think that should be the same in GTA 6. I think they should play differently. You know, maybe Lucia is better with hand-to-hand combat. Maybe Jason's a better shooter. Maybe Lucia has like more of a bullet bloom. You know what I mean? Or in Jason, I don't know. I just think they should find ways to make them feel different as you're playing with them, other than just like special move buttons or whatever. All right, guys. It is midnight my time, and I appreciate the hell out of all of you guys hanging out for the stream. The fact that we made it all the way to midnight with 203 concurrent viewers tells me that I have the best freaking community on YouTube. So thank you guys so much. Really appreciate that. I'm going to call it here. I'm pretty tired. I've had a very long day. I got up at like 8 o'clock this morning, and I worked, and then I came home, and then I worked on the video, and then I like took 5 minutes to slam some food, and then started the live stream. So I haven't had like I barely had time to like talk to my family today. So yeah, I'm gonna hop off here and get some rest, and just kind of recharge a little bit. But I love all you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out in the stream. It's good. It was a good Friday. It's a good Friday. I had fun. But got a new video coming out probably. Actually, let me see something real quick. Probably Sunday, if I had to guess. It's not gonna be tomorrow. Sunday at the earliest, probably Monday for the Port Gellhorn video. So look for that on. I'm just gonna say Monday. If it comes Sunday, be happily surprised. But probably Monday for that video. So thank you guys that were hanging out in Twitch the whole time. You guys are absolutely amazing. I know that's kind of like a little sacrifice because you're not over here in the YouTube chat. But I really appreciate that. That's going to help me get affiliate really quickly with having 6 concurrent in here the whole time. So thank you. Really, that means a lot. I appreciate you doing that. So everybody have a really good weekend. I'll drop a video on Monday. I will see you guys live on Tuesday, and then we got Whiskey Wednesday on Wednesday. So everybody have a good weekend, and I will see you guys later. Let me go ahead and end this correctly this time so you're not sitting here staring at me. All right, bye, guys.